946. Until we come your way again, remain blessed.
And that was a paid infomercial.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM. Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lovers of the beautiful game, it's time for the Fans Arena, a 3-hour sports show that serves you the latest happenings in your favorite club sides, plus the banter and expert analysis. Are you a Rivers United, Ayimba, or Rangers fan? We have you covered. For the Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, and City fans, be sure to get updates and biggest talking points from your clubs. The top teams in La Liga, Bundesliga, and Serie A, like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Inter Milan, will all feature as well. The show comes your way every Saturday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Today95.1 FM with Emeka Dina, the Odogu one of sports in the center circle. It is informative, super exciting, and highly interactive. There will be giveaways and fantastic prizes to be won. Don't miss it. For adverts and sponsorship, call 0802-556-1258. The Fans Arena. Let's enjoy the beautiful game.
Hello everyone, my name is Finidi George, MON, former Super Eagles coach and current technical manager of Rivers United. Keep listening to the Fans Arena with Emeka Dena, the Odogu one of sports.
Walk the walk on every street. Upon a ball, I went through herd on my feet. Hit every discotheque and ask it could be, yeah, yeah. I wanna party 8 days a week. I promise you now. Everything gonna work out. Every tomorrow, no matter what go down. I promise you now. Gonna be sticking around. Every tomorrow, no matter what go down.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you all out there. You're welcome to the Fans Arena this lovely Saturday, the 11th day of the month of October 2026. Emeka Dena is the name, the Odogu one of sports. Korobara Akashirike strong hand, not alone in the building. Dede, Igwe Livingstone is in the building. Igwe, a very good afternoon to you. Imagine, say, World Cup, this coming World Cup, new song will come out. This is not the last World Cup anthem with this, you know.
This song too sharp.
It makes sense. Yes, Nigeria don't go there. God I beg.
This song too sharp. Yes, so good afternoon, Port Harcourt people. Good afternoon, people of Rivers State. Good afternoon, South, and Niger Delta all over the world. You're all welcome to today's edition of the Fans Arena. Yes, so
make some noise.
Yes, so okay. Yes, so this is the international break edition of the Fans Arena, and as it be so now, we don't bring all the Ogbonge sports story, all the Ogbonge football story. We can give every of us for you. And before I go, Odogu, today a very special day for a very special friend of mine. Her name is Vera.
Babe.
Odogu. Come on, I found the man. All right, I want to give a birthday shout out to Vera. Vera, today is your day. I wish you God's blessing. I wish you everything good in life. I pray you do more in numbers in Jesus' name. Odogu, we say
Amen. Maybe if we ring bell finish, give a chaka, pray finish, nothing come out at the end of the day. Where is the party taking place? Where is the
Don't worry, they go drop location. Don't worry, we are coming.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Fans Arena. Like you heard from Igwe, it is the International Break Edition. And of course, it was dominated by the World Cup qualifiers. Super Eagles in action yesterday, right there in South Africa. They got it right. 2-1 against Lesotho. We have details of that. And of course, many more. Yes, as far as the 2026 World Cup qualifiers are concerned. Who is responsible for Nigeria's poor outing in the World Cup qualifiers? Big question. Mikel Obi says, blame the NFF. In fact, he even says all the NFF board members should resign. They should step aside if Nigeria fails to qualify for the World Cup. He says NFF and the players are to be blamed. How about you? What do you think is responsible? Is it the changing of coaches? Pesero to Finidi George to Eric Shell? At some point it was the Guavon, although Guavon did not take charge of any World Cup qualifying game. He was only there for the AFCON qualifiers, and of course he qualified us smoothly to the AFCON as it were. So who should be blamed if Nigeria failed to qualify for the World Cup? Are you still confident the Super Eagles can make it? After what happened yesterday, South Africa couldn't beat Zimbabwe, ended in a goalless draw. But Benin Republic defeated Rwanda away from home, and Benin are coming to town, I tell you. Gernot Rohr, former Super Eagles coach, is coming to town with Benin Republic. They are on top of the table. 2 points clear of South Africa. If them draw with Nigeria, they don't go World Cup.
Sharp now.
If they draw with Nigeria, or even lose, they can't lose when they go lose here. They go say qualify, carry the World Cup, they go now for you. Ladies and gentlemen, do you still have that confidence in the Eagles to deliver the World Cup tickets? One more match to go on Tuesday in New York against Benin Republic. Come on. It's a loaded show. We have the MPFL covered. No break for MPFL. They need to observe international break for MPFL. But of course, no Premier League, no La Liga, no, they don't go break. Everyone don't go in country, they play for in country. So we'll talk about the country football, international football, especially as it has to do with the World Cup qualifiers. Yes, Super Eagles dominating proceedings today on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do it. The show is very, very engaging. It is informative. It is loaded, and of course you can be part of the show at any given time on different platforms. SMS and WhatsApp, they share the same number, 07019339962. That's 07019339962 for your text and WhatsApp messages sent to that number. On Facebook, the page is the Fans Arena. The Fans Arena on Facebook. You have to do something for us. Like and follow that page. We have all the talking points. I think 6 of them today. Yes, 6 different talking points on the show today. Okay, so you go right there, the Fans Arena. You like and follow that page and drop your comments. Yes, your reactions on each of the talking points. We'll be reading them in the course of the show right here, so that your voice will be heard, ladies and gentlemen. And later I'll be throwing the phone line open for you to have your say live right here on air. Okay? You can also watch us live on YouTube. It is Today 95.1 FM live on YouTube. Okay? You go right there on YouTube, type Today 95.1 FM, and of course you'll be part of the show. You'll be watching us real time right here. I see they happen, I see the hot. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm also pleased to, of course, bring you a third member of the team this afternoon. He just walked into the studio, the one and only CJN.
Yes, sir.
Today edition, calculator edition of the Fans Arena, proudly sponsored by Super Eagles. Everybody bring out your calculator.
If you don't have mathematics, not come here, not come close, because we are going to do a lot of plus and minus. When I was in school those days, in secondary school, after mathematics, going to call further maths. For further maths, we got close. Permutation and combination. We go do permutation and combination today. Ladies and gentlemen, Chidiben Joseph and Joku just walked into the studio, and of course, CJN, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to host Port Harcourt City and Niger Delta as a whole. To have you on the show, we know you are listening to us, and because you listen to us, now make we day here, our mind they say everything they all right. No worry. Super Eagles, they do their own, but we go still get our own joy. Whether they qualify you, they don't qualify. Fans Arena still there. You still there. Happiness go still continue. Welcome to the Fans Arena.
All right. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the business of the day. We start from the MPFL, the home front right here. Don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, Wagwan, it's a girl Tacha, and trust me, you're listening to the Fans Arena. Be there right now. Love you and kisses. Mwah.
Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Daniel Ogumodede. He is the head coach of Remo Stars. He has provided a positive injury update ahead of their CAF Champions League second preliminary round clash with South African giants Mamelodi Sundowns next weekend, confirming that striker Victor Mboma is on course to make his long-awaited return to the team. Yes, Mboma has been out of action since the opening game of the Nigeria Premier Football League season, where he scored against Rivers United before being stretched off with a rib injury just 10 minutes later. Now, the forward has since missed 7 consecutive matches in all competitions. Speaking after his side's 2-0 victory over Wiki Tourists in Abeokuta on Monday, Ogumodede revealed that Mboma has recovered well and could be available for selection when the Sky Blue Stars host Sundowns later this month. That's next week, actually. All right, quoting him, he says, Mboma is coming back after the rib injury. We've been without some important players, but they are gradually coming back, and we are happy about that. Maybe Victor will be available for the Sundowns match. Maybe, according to Ogumodede right there. Okay, let me start with you, Chidubim. Now, with the return of Victor Mboma, can Remo Stars start dreaming? You know, I mean, nobody give them a chance. So nobody don't give them a chance. They say, immediately do that draw, you know, then go meet Sundowns. People don't write them off already. But this is football, you know.
Me, I see they write them off. Even if they enjoy him basketball, join them like this. I'm not sure say
nothing come out.
Because
you don't believe them.
Who don't pass you, don't pass you. Not be say we know they leave window for surprises. There's a window, there's always a window for surprise. But as it stands, being logical and
now I saw the write off Zimbabwe yesterday, says South Africa go knock them waiting no good.
No, South Africa.
South Africa.
South Africa. South Africa has
10 against 11, no.
South Africa has a record of misbehavior. Not be today. They be last now. There's a bit bottle things. Not be today when they start that one. So it did their blood. But this one be say.
So why you can't carry stray bullet touch us now? Maybe you. Why they knock us now stray bullet like this now? So with or without them bomb, nothing for Remo Stars.
It's just going to be an added motivation, but how far that motivation is going to take them, that's what I don't see. I don't see it getting to as far as taking Mamelodi Sundowns out of the way. Remember, this thing is not a one-legged affair. If not something we say, it be like fine now. The way we just stay knock you go to say, okay, anything will happen. One leg, maybe one thing if you just misbehave. But this one a two-legged affair. So person will big pass you. Now why for Champions League, it hard me, you see, small boy can't reach final. Because now two-legged affair. In two-legged affairs, if I make mistake for the first leg, that mistake no go reach the second leg. As long as I say a good pass. Now the problem we will get with this, let's build our teams. Because as it stands now, on my Remo Stars, they can only do the best. Mboma is a proven star as far as the MPFL is concerned. He has seen it all, done it all. He has played for some of the biggest sides in the country, including the one that Emeka loves so much. So,
we don't go deny him. Now, Sabi boy, yes, Sabi score goal. Now, one for you.
Now, big shoe. Now, very big shoe. So,
former captain of Remo Stars, back in the day.
Exactly. So it's returned.
He don't play for Rwanda. He was top scorer, joint top scorer in Rwanda league.
Yes, when he left.
When he come from Nigeria, go play.
But now he don't need that states match. So that influence on the drop. But notwithstanding, it's a good one. They should be happy.
Igwe, don't tell me you're writing off Remo Stars too. You know, what are the chances of Remo Stars against Mamelodi Sundowns in the Champions League next weekend, first leg? Over 2 legs, whoever wins goes to the group stage.
Yes, of course. Honestly speaking, and to be sincere with you, without missing words now, it's a very slim chance for Remo Stars. I mean, imagine CAF Champions League without Mamelodi Sundowns. You just imagine.
A big shoe now.
Imagine the kind of money they will bring in because of the name they bear. The kind of crowd they will attract to the stadium and all the rest. So Remo Stars, also, they are also big boys here in Nigeria.
Nigerian champions.
Take nothing away from them, but going to put themselves shoulder to shoulder, head to head with Sundowns.
They're not rich.
They're not rich. So it's a very slim one for them to. I mean, it would be an offset, honestly speaking.
If they will flip it to Sundowns.
Yes,
offset
the underdog story. We love the underdog story, honestly. So I don't expect much from them. If they can do their best, maybe get a draw in one or either of the legs, but to win both legs over Sundowns. No,
that's
no,
over 2 legs.
Over 2 legs. No, I don't see. I don't see.
You don't say Remo Stars go feel knock out Sundowns.
No.
Small pikin if he make mistake, blow it going now. He go fall. Why did we make it go stand up? He said that pikin don't go. Now the problem we get now 2 legs. If Remo Stars make mistake,
so Remo Stars serious anyhow win 1-0 for Joe.
Even if they see draw for their self. The return go man.
You know go easy.
Then go use them clean shoe.
Woto.
And I no disrespect to Remo Stars, man. No,
you have disrespect. You have beaten them off.
No,
you have disrespected them already. But they go shock you. They go shock you.
Yeah, for the shocks, you know. Now why we there? Yeah, now I love football.
I go love. I go enjoy the shock.
You know, see what these Sundowns do for World Club Cup now. I mean, they gave a good account on themselves. I mean, then we want.
They win one match.
You know, convincing.
Lose now roll it to Dortmund.
So Remo Stars feel lose like 1-0. Come collect like 4.
Can imagine club we don't play with Dortmund, don't go World Club. One can they play with our.
They need it done like that. Don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we're going to the phone line right now to hear from you. Okay, don't worry. We have Super Eagles covered, fully covered. Okay, but in the meantime, let's start from home. Charity begins at home. Now our MPFL BD, these are our own. Okay, if things they go on well for Nigerian football, for our league here, you know, say all those boys who play for Super Eagles yesterday, all of them supposed to come from the MPFL. If our league strong, you know, so let's promote our own first. You understand? It's our champions, Remo Stars. They have their player Victor Mboma back, okay, ahead of their crucial second preliminary round encounter in the CAF Champions League against Mamelodi Sundowns. And we are asking you, with the return of Victor Mboma, can Remo Stars start dreaming? What are the chances of Remo Stars against Mamelodi Sundowns in the Champions League? Can they make it? It is 0810-9510-951. Remo Stars, Nigerian champions against South African champions, Mamelodi Sundowns. They don't win Champions League before. When Pizzo Mosimane been the coach them, they have won the Champions League in the past. In fact, they played final last season. Yeah, they are finalists. They are beaten by, you know.
They always in and around the semi-finals.
So what are the chances of Remo Stars against Sundowns? 0810-9510-951. Hello.
Togo One Sports.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you. That sounds like Felix the Backhand. Strong hand.
My people.
Yes, sir. Ifeko.
Felix the Backhand.
Felix the PSG man.
No, in the laugh you now. What in PSG do on now? Now in the mock you. No mind now.
In the laugh, they mock me.
No mind now.
Odogu, I want to be put on record that an Atma fan, the international radio, where the whole world they listen, both on YouTube and on platform.
They laugh like Barcelona fan. We get 5 Champions League titles.
Don't big pass you. That is his word. Don't big pass you.
Now lack of respect. You know get respect.
Make it because we'll come to a segment where we'll begin to tell us say Arsenal.
Next week you can go hear them.
Make me agree say Man City don't big pass them. Let's go to the matter. Mamelodi Sundowns, of course. Na senior team for African football, but we don't see upset happen.
Yes, sir.
The Remo Stars we see today, they are building the management of that team. They are very serious in making that team going further. If you write them off, it's on your own, at your own peril, because those guys are balling too. We agree since Sundowns strong that one day. But if you don't take your chances, if you did it, when they win back at the Champions League that time, nobody give them chance. But they are spirited and they make name for themselves.
Finest legs for Nigerian league now.
So what are you saying here? So
yeah.
Football, if you reach, if they go collect draw for that place, go
but wait, Felix Bagaman, they give us hope now. You go feel put money for that match. Say them go.
For that they put money. I'm not put money now. Wait, now what? Now never say big one that they play now.
What are the chances of Remo Stars against Mamelodi Sundowns in the Champions League? Now next weekend though, yes, first leg for Nigeria, second leg for South Africa. Remo Fijon now like 3 or 4-0. Go there, go close shop. Match don't finish. They don't enter group stage. 0810-9510-951. Let's go back there. Hello.
That's Emeka Bena.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you. Strong hand.
Any engine up our legitimate pastor. Okay, ma. National legitimate pastor.
I hear you. Oh yeah, Remo Stars and Sundowns. I see him.
It's Remo Stars do it.
And Sundowns for Champions League next weekend. How you see him?
I can vividly tell you I'm not so much interested in the Nigerian league. You understand? I can't say anything, but Remo Stars based on.
But if not Chelsea, you go say something. If you don't Nigeria league, you don't go say anything. Ladies and gentlemen, it's still the Fans Arena right here. We are starting from home, the MPFL. Nigerian champions, Remo Stars, will be in action. Yes, this coming weekend now, next weekend, in a week's time. That's what we're asking you. The good news for Remo Stars is that their star man, Victor Mbaoma, is back from injury. He been get rib injury 10951. Alternatively, you can reach us via the text or WhatsApp line. The number is 070 1933 9962. That's 070 1933 9962 for your text as well as. Okay, look like a silent caller right there. Okay, you may have to call back. Okay, no time for silent callers. When they call, you open my talk. I don't pick call. You know, want to talk something. So do well to call back if you can. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you can also join us via Facebook. The page is the Fans. All the talking points, you have them there. So do well, go there, like and follow the page, and comment on each of the talking points right there. Okay, react to each of them. I will be reading your messages, your comments right here on the show as well. Of course, it's time to go to that platform, the Facebook page, the Fans Arena.
All right, on the Fans Arena here on the Facebook platform, we have Jude Onwe Eji, their goalkeeper in the South African national team. They should just forget about it. Let them just go and try their best. I wish them all the best. All right, Oladimeji Oladipopo here on Facebook says, I don't think they have what it takes to edge out Mamelodi, even with Mbaoma. I wish Remo all the best. Okay, Ishako Sarebo say Remo Stars will not even score against Mamelodi home and away.
Who tell you?
Who tell you? People pipe Zilimaju 5. Why they don't score?
Zilimaju of Comoros na 5-0
and 5 they pipe them. Then they score goal. Remo they score. If not that one, if Sundowns come off collect for here, I no go surprise. If na 1-0 or 2-1, I no go surprise. Now that away leg, me I no feel say Sundowns go just come here like this just to win that match all together. No be thing where we say go just pipe like 3-0, they go just sleep.
They got no nah. No.
They're victim.
If Remo go win, like 1-0 or 2-1, that kind of 3-2, then go struggle to beat this team because this team, nothing will good pass them. They talk on 2 times. And so they need to
come in the South Africans 0810 9510 951. That's 0810 9510 951. Remember, like I told you, MPFL no go break. No. Like La Liga go break. No. Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, all of them go break finish. International break. But MPFL, no way, we need to go break like that. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon to you, my brother. What's your name?
Kapo calling from. So if there is any miracle, so that's what Remo Stars requires against Mamelodi.
So for you, you have written them. I say now, God, who is Salema?
I see the over 2 legs, they will progress.
That's it. Since Remo Stars will progress, Abi?
Yes.
You are in spirit.
I'm telling you, get 2 goals or 1 goal. Go there now, hold your game. Play draw. Yes. That's what I'm seeing.
Nice one. Thank you so much, Philip, the Emirate Emperor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring you up to speed. What will happen in the MPFL? Now then they play home, but they use the Yimba Stadium as their home. Their house will be full tomorrow against the Yimba. You understand? They are playing the Yimba. Small boys don't come rough shoulders. They don't get stadium, so then they use the Yimba Stadium and they go. They are playing Yimba. You know, you can imagine.
The same thing they want to play last month. I mean another one.
Here.
Things will change this time. Now tomorrow will be the match.
Tomorrow, yeah.
We'll go there. We'll see.
Hope they say what happened last year. No happened last season.
We are beating home. We are beating home and away this season. A clean sheet to they keep. They're not staying our wives.
It's okay. National United will battle Rangers International, while Warri Wolves will be in action against Benin Arsenal. All for tomorrow. So all these matches are for tomorrow. Match the 8 encounters in the MPFL. Let's quickly go to the table and let you know how things look like. I mean, it will shock you. surprise leaders, Nasarawa United. Who saw this one coming?
Naimba give them power.
Nasarawa United.
Naimba give them power. When you start seeing, you go to draw.
They come in there. They have
I'm a Rivers boy.
Somebody there for less. I'm going here for this caller first before we go continue with the table. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
A very good afternoon to you, my brother.
Nah, thank God from Ibuta.
Thank God, you're welcome. Let's go there.
I just come from market now. No calculator to buy again.
Don't worry. You go on day here.
Sundowns na big shark when it comes to African football. No doubt about that. Even looking at the way they participate for the Club World Cup and how them rise up against the big guns of European clubs and all that. But at the tip, the Remo Stars to go ahead. I want to see our own home team.
You're there in spirit. You're in spirit.
I want to make our home teams do well because the more, if Remo Stars do well, it also gives likes of Rivers United and others. If these people feel well, we also feel
going forward. Yes, exactly.
Also
and it will also help our CAF ranking, so that our teams, 4 teams, to see the go continent. Yes.
Exactly.
If we come out early, go worry because 2 teams don't come out early already. Abia Warriors and Kwara United.
The champions of Nigeria, Congo Comot. No go make sense. No make sense at all. Then, looking up to tomorrow, the big guns, I want to call which day they want to call now. Rivers United versus
Bayelsa United. That debut.
You want to wear Tuesdays. You never get the wear white fight under rainbow.
Now still the same Finidi Giorgio. I think you know.
Now the same thing.
Now still the same Rivers United.
Similar language.
And Rivers Finidi Giorgio, German, na Bayelsa man.
Now they tell you now. The same thing, now we. But anyhow, we know the carry our mind they go there tomorrow. Our target is the 3 points.
Okay.
And for Nasarawa United leading
the table,
is as sweet as
you don't take one bed, keep 20 one to keep 20 beds.
Because we all know that at the end of the day, nobody there then go finish.
They go come down for Enyimba now eventually.
They clean the table. They clean and they woman. So as just take over Rivers United.
Now Enyimba let be Rivers United becoming there.
Rivers United.
Hello. They have 16 points. They are followed by Enyimba, second position with 13 points from 7 matches. Rivers United are third with 12 points. They have an outstanding game. Good one, but it's an away game against Barao FC. In fourth place, we have Abia Warriors with 12 points as well. Okay, if you know here your team, and this is another top 4. If you know here me mention your team, this is another top 4. But Rangers are 5th anyway. Shooting Stars are 6th. Which other big team? Kano Pillars, they are struggling these days. Where they?
Enyimba go single
Kano Pillars are 16th. Okay, on that note, we will leave the MPFL and we head straight to the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Nigeria, it happen. Don't touch it. It is still the Fans Arena right here on Today 95.1 FM in the Garden City of Port Harcourt.
And current technical manager of Rivers United. Keep listening to the Fans Arena with Emeka Dena, Jodogu 1 of Sports.
Be like that thing where we say the time we don't write them off, the time we don't give them chance again, we don't lose hope every day. And that time they spring up surprise. That's what they do. Just the look at. That could prove decisive for Nigeria's campaign. Troost Ekong, captain of the side. Yes, so William Troost Ekong gave Nigeria the lead in the 55th minute by converting a penalty following a handball in the Lesotho balls, sending supporters, seemingly putting Nigeria in control. Lesotho responded in the 83rd minute with a goal from Kalake. But the Eagles' fate is not entirely in their hands. Speaking after the match yesterday, Super Eagles coach Eric Schell expressed excitement with the win, adding that the team remained under pressure. Let's see how it goes. Let's hear from Eric Schell speaking after yesterday's win against Lesotho.
Today we are happy because we won the 3 points. We are still alive, and maybe the journalists can do the mathematics. So I'm happy for my player. I want to congratulate them. For us, we feel the pressure since March. Every time when my player they come in camp, they feel the pressure because for Nigeria, for our team, we need to travel and we need to go to the World Cup. So we have a lot of pressure. So this is not an explanation about, but this is the reality. So now the other team, maybe they will take some thing without anything. This is not the same football. Look, in first half, because we were under pressure, technically sometimes we miss something and it's difficult to come in the pitch because a lot of tension, but I'm so proud of my guys. I told them I'm so proud of them.
You heard from the man. Bring out your calculator. Journalists, bring out your calculator. Fans, bring out your calculator. He's so proud of the Eagles. They won 2-1 yesterday against Lesotho. And they're under pressure, I tell you, counter against Benin Republic. You say, we need to frustrate these Benin people. Immediately, they land Nigeria here. So we begin playing mind games. Do anything possible to make sure, say, we get the advantage over them. Let's hear from Eric Shell one more time.
But definitely, we need to have our fans behind us to make a lot of pressure on this team. Look, we are in Africa, so we need to put a lot of pressure on this guy. This is the World Cup qualifier, so this game starts when they
start immediately by the Republic leg enter Nigeria. Say now the match don't start. Okay? So we need to put pressure on them. Even if not to carry them go one hotel or take them around Itu. Carry them go Itu before they carry them come Muyo. Anything possible to Benin Republic against Benin Republic to stand any chance of qualifying for the 2026 World Cup. Let's hear from this captain of the side, William Troost Ekong.
I think I want to start by saying that Lesotho played because they put up a very good fight. These kind of games are never easy. I think the coach explained the pressure that's on us has been on us since March, maybe since the start of the qualifiers. And no, we just wanted to focus on ourselves. There's still, it took some time to come out of the change room because there was some frustration because we all want to do better always. We have a team of guys that have winning mentality. They want to be winners. We want to be at the World Cup. We've said that now for the last 9 months. And yeah, we have an opportunity still now for the game when we play in Uyo. And of course, playing against Benin, we know that we have to score a certain amount of goals, a certain mindset that we need to go in for, but it was always the case. We need to win the game. And
I said on Tuesday night, go mark somewhere. We don't go walk up like this. Ladies and gentlemen, it don't happen. It don't be good one. We are still in until the last day. It's not over until it's all over.
Make a first of all, I look the general table. All the people where we say be our mate, all of them they top. All of them they top.
Some Morocco qualify with 2 games to spare. Morocco qualify with 2 games to spare.
Because they wipe people 5-0.
Better late than never. Better late than never. All of us will go the same World Cup. It doesn't matter who first qualifies.
It be like say the Jollof rice don't finish like this.
But let's look at yesterday's game. What do you make of the match yesterday? And of course the results. A win that still gives us a little hope of making it to the World Cup.
Well, it was a good one. What had to be done had to be done. You get the 3 points. That's all that matters. But we saw the fighting spirit from some of the players. Osimhen, kudos to him. He's always a beast when he's playing with the Super Eagles. I don't know. I always give him his credence. People they always talk about other side of him. I don't want to go into those, but I see the fighting spirit, the spirit he brings into that team. They transfer the entire team. At least we saw that in that team yesterday. At some point, they got the goals, and Ako Samuel, kudos to you, man. That goal, Mbappe will be proud of that goal, man. Super goal, I tell you. Fine finish, bottom corner, and kudos to some of our defenders. They tried. Wambali, more. It be like say you want to do something for ninth. Child of ninth, if you want carry for that last match, make them know even those players not supposed to look calculator. Make we the do one for them. Their own be say, win that game by us, even if 5-0, 10-0, win that game.
Eguavon beats Benin Republic 3-0 for our qualifiers. For Yodia.
We don't say at this point now, the weapon fashion against Nigeria, the weapon Nagane Raw, we know that one. Because
we walk off with Benin Republic.
Because he want a cheap personal record. He won't carry them go World Cup for the first time. And at this Nigeria, now we first push one, and the way they come out, no be on good terms when they come out. So many bad blood go there. You know go want me Nigeria qualify on top in head, and more also forget South Africa did their own corner too. So there's a lot, but let's just do our own part.
Do
First
your
of
own
all,
part.
the first one has been done. Congratulations to them. On to the next one.
Igwe, do you see Nigeria doing her own part on Tuesday against Benin Republic in Uyo? Nigeria needs to win convincingly against Benin Republic so that you have a better goal difference, ahead of them. Head to head, if we win 1-0, that's not good enough. We need to win 2-3. You understand? They beat us 2-1 in the reverse fixture.
Yep.
So we need to win them better. We need to outscore them. So do you see that happening in Uyo? These Super Eagles have struggled to
Odogu,
get results in Uyo.
I beg to differ from what CJN just said. I mean, I gave up hope of us. The Super Eagles qualifying to the World Cup very long time ago. Where they keep on changing coaches for not just scores, and the attitude of the players too. In the Super Eagles
come on Tuesday now. Nothing. Get hope to them go.
Tuesday. I mean, this is Benin Republic. This is former boss. What's that his name?
Then
the Benin Republic, they are just like see World Cup. So with Nigeria, Super Eagles I've been saying it over and over. We don't deserve to be there. I mean, let those that deserve it, go there. Come on Tuesday, Super Eagles. Highest they can get is a draw because Benin Republic, they come with a game plan, just lock up shop, do all the delay tactics, just like Eric Sher said that this is Africa, the coach they talk. Wetin happen since Zimbabwe no fit win? Now you won't come show body say who the giant of Africa? No, it doesn't work like that. Nigeria are going nowhere. That is for me personally. It's not concern patriotism and all the rest. Come that Tuesday, Benin Republic are going to edge it. Either they win 1-0 or they pick a draw here.
Emeka, I know the
this man no get hope. He no get faith. I don't see I say no get faith. But your own belief no go. Affect my own faith for Super Eagles. You want to talk something?
The interesting about that Benin game and why I have a bit of faith in the Super Eagles or much faith. Although I don't say if they win those two games, then go qualify. That match, Benin no fit come here, come play compact boss.
Because if South Africa win,
they need to win. If South Africa wins, they are in trouble.
At home against Rwanda, right?
Yeah.
So Rwanda is out of the picture. Rwanda no get anything to play for.
Exactly.
So South Africa, if South Africa wins, Rwanda is the problem. So Benin has to come out all guns blazing from the beginning. So if that happens, Super Eagles' biggest problem, if you don't see all this team say, they don't get solution for anything when they defend.
Yes.
When they're defending,
solution.
But Benin go come out.
But CJNC,
Benin go come out.
Super Eagles are not creating. When you're not creating, how do your attackers get the ball?
No worry. This one,
they scored 2 goals yesterday.
Yeah, the passes.
You know,
before we even talk about all those ones, should have been. Even if we
get BB congregation everywhere, we get mocks everywhere. We get
God let them play ball. Football, maybe religious activity.
So anyhow, I want to do they the ones. If na Babalawo has, one they go. If you like, Mona go there. See, Super Eagles. Mona win on our first. South Africa, I don't talk and since South Africa then get that jinx in them. If I call Arsenal again now, they go say I don't define trouble. Arsenal Mona they one side first. But South Africa over time then they do one well. Not be today it starts. They go get fine opportunity like this last minute. Their relationship will go come. You go through it.
They won't blow this one. So, Cap president from South Africa.
It go happen. If it happen, see if it happen, all that needs to happen. Maybe they just draw that game.
Dubem, no.
They just draw that game.
South Africa are not going to drop.
Okay.
They're not going to drop point.
It go shock you now. You believe say that for
Mo do the calculator now. Mo do the math.
No.
I'm answering my phone by calculator like this.
Benin Republic gets 17 points and then they top the group.
Yes.
They have a goal difference of +5.
5.
All the teams don't play nine matches for the group. Now Group C, Nigeria Day, okay? With Benin Republic, South Africa, Rwanda, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, okay? Nigeria still get chance. South Africa get chance. Benin Republic, they top the group with 17 points with a +5 goals difference, okay? In second place, we have South Africa with 15 points. 2 points behind Benin Republic. They have +3 goal difference. Their goal difference been plenty before, but they may come out 3 points and 3 goals from them that time. I think I'll come down well. All right, so South Africa +3. Super Eagles get +3 goal difference, okay? Now, see the permutation. On Tuesday, Nigeria will play Benin Republic. Nigeria will host Benin Republic.
Yep.
If Nigeria beat Benin Republic, now +3 will get to, if we beat Benin Republic 2-0.
By 2 goal
difference too. So we'll go there ahead of Benin Republic.
Yep.
Okay, but the problem now is South Africa. South Africa will play home on that final day, same time against Rwanda. Rwanda know they qualify again. There's nothing. The FIFA saying may they use their local players and just go play. Them beat Benin yesterday. They for still get slim hope, but they no fit beat Benin. Then lose to Benin Republic. So Rwanda will host. South Africa will host Rwanda on Tuesday. If South Africa win that match, even if we like, we could beat Benin. We will beat Benin 200-0. They have gotten 18 points, and we with a win against Benin will go to 17 points. Okay, but anything will make Benin Republic beat Nigeria. Forget South Africa. Benin Republic don't go World Cup for the first time in their history. Gentlemen, what think will happen on Tuesday? What think will happen on Tuesday?
Odogo, I like it that Benin are coming so that last time Ghana now here they take collect their qualification tickets.
Yes, so Fabuja.
2022.
So they go down again.
So Benin they go fit on here too again. Collect tickets.
Now so
that the shame, make they rub on the shame for this. NFF, honestly, for the football all of us love. Where they give people joy, they give people happiness, they want to rub them away from us. Why did they always do like this? If they have done the needful from the onset, get a coach, at least if not the A class, I be having the grade and self. Then get money passes, then get talent footballers passes. See where they don't qualify, go. Ghana, where they are backyard.
Ghana. Their coach don't qualify for AFCON.
Come studio.
But qualify for
World Cup. They no Sakamo. You know if you qualify them for AFCON, but them in qualify the same coach qualify.
Scores first in that game will go a long way. If Benin scores first, Nigeria should just forget about the World Cup because Benin they are very good at defending.
Very stubborn.
Genawar will not arrive on time. Now his type that ourselves is to get an early goal. If you can get an early goal in the first 15 minutes, I think Nigeria stands a big chance because 2-0 is not as big as you see.
What third one over South Africa?
That one, because as it stands, Rwanda. I was saying Rwanda. Rwanda no get any history with Nigeria. So the boy will do us. Rwanda is in the east, South Africa is in the south. So there is basically no rivalry. Rwanda if you just go there, go cash cruise. Except they just want to put some inside South Africa guy. But the hope they get, we say South Africa don't they misbehave. And when they don't start their misbehavior like this, anything will happen. So more we do our part. Maybe say we do our own part. The other things no, because you go bad. Say South Africa do their own draw. We man, we not come win. Another one go, you go pay us.
So about the
okay. So another chance. Another chance to take qualify now through the playoffs.
No, that one don't cancel. We not get hope.
Wait, no. Small hope don't come. Small hope don't come. Eritrea pulled out from their own group. Where you have Morocco. So they say the results of. If you end the way it's now, say it's all the second place teams. Their result with the bottom place team for the group, then will cancel the results, home and the away results. You understand?
Yep.
So if that is the case, Super Eagles will beat Benin Republic and South Africa and win. So Super Eagles then will go to 17 points. If you Cameroon have 14, DR Congo have 13. Madagascar have 13. What is the chance that these 14 them no go get one more win again on the final day? In fact, for Gabon, we don't even feel overtake them because they are 16 already. The maximum we can get will be 15. So Gabon, they're ahead of us. If Cameroon win, then we don't feel catch them too. So DR Congo and Madagascar, even Burkina Faso, they 12. So it's dicey, but we could never even go there.
A lot could happen. A lot could happen. But why not even put my mind for them? Be say. More focus one way in front of us. That one, anything can happen, yes.
But this one way they in front of us. No, they for our hand.
Make we win the match. Now, make we just win our match first. Win by 3-0.
Win convincingly.
Win 2-0, 3-0.
Second or first.
Then that way we not say we pick on the
punch calculator.
They add the calculator because Malaysia plenty for this.
What will do in action? 2-1 against Lesotho. They won. Yes, Akko Adams and William Trustekong scored for Nigeria. They defeated Lesotho 2-1. They are still third though. South Africa drew and Benin Republic won away from home. Okay, so we are asking you, what do you make of the win against Lesotho yesterday? Do you see Nigeria beating Benin Republic convincingly on Tuesday? On the other hand, do you see South Africa dropping points at home also on Tuesday to ensure that Nigeria will qualify? Okay, and are you confident Super Eagles can eventually qualify for the World Cup as things stand right now? And attack any of them. 08951. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Very good afternoon to you, my brother. You're welcome to the Fans Arena.
Yes, Odogo, my name is Sachim. I'm calling
Sachim, now your face they show, your shoe they shine.
There's something. I have my own calculator here.
Oh yeah, no. The Republic don't beat us for this group.
Leave them.
Only them we don't beat us.
Leave them. Nations Cup qualify. We beat them convincingly.
It's okay. 3-0, I remember. Yeah.
3-0 now. Let me tell you. Somebody in the studio there say that Benin Republic cannot pack bus. No, they can afford to pack bus, but I know they are not supposed to pack bus.
Because even if they pack bus, South Africa go win well against Rwanda. They don't come out.
Yes, they cannot pack bus. And anytime, if you watch very well, if you're following Super Eagles or any
play free-flowing football, they knock us 4-0.
That was good. That was
friendly match before the World Cup. I remember that one very well.
They did part of for now. But see, let me tell you, take it to the bank. Any team makes.
What team is that?
See. This Kun Khalifa, where are they from? They're using a university stadium. Where are they from?
They are no the base team. They're based for it. Now individual, now private ownership, and now one guy man like that get the club.
Now then they represent Atlant for this season.
Come on, guys, say that. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon to you, my brother. What's your name?
This is the Dakuku from Apokiche.
Dakuku, any relationship with Peter side, Dakuku?
Hello?
Any relationship with Dakuku Peter side?
No, this is Dakuku Peter side from Upopo. This is Dakuku from Eche.
Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, to make sure that they will play draw with South Africa.
No.
If at all, Nigerians, the problem of Nigerians, our players always match when it is the point of needing them. If at all they can know what to do, as soon as it is Nigeria here, we will be able to defeat
Benin Republic convincingly too.
Bring us to Japan.
Even if we win now, but South Africa will need to also lose or draw for us to qualify. That may the matter.
But that's what I mean. South Africa will play draw on that match.
You don't see them already?
Yes.
Oh,
they will play
nice one.
They don't even pay them what they needed. When most of them have injuries to go back to their club, it becomes a problem. Nigeria will just at least taking care of them. They will play with all their minds.
But they say they come, they play now. They say they come, they play. Who won't play ball? Hello!
Odogu, the Korobara. My people.
Felix the Backerman, you're welcome back.
Odogu, I just laugh. I say, which calculator they use?
My brother, my own Nakashu.
Came from Sobibo. Now, old war film that year. When they report, even for the second position, men see they for back, they wait for them. Just like Moses, God say, what did you get for hand? What did Nigeria get for hand now to use that to divide Red Sea? That's trouble.
No hope.
Odogu, no matter how good to born rich, the owner go still carry sell.
Sorry.
No hope. But no matter how you
don't go feel kill my moral. Felix the Backerman. You know go feel.
Now you talk here say South Africa they play at home. South Africa we will play Benin. Them they play at home.
Yesterday they play at home still draw against Zimbabwe.
No, they play at home by the configuration.
I know. Now for their home they play. Now their home.
No, you don't need for late entry now. You know the late entry form. They must pick the form. You go come up for the school. So now they don't say now they don't get choice again that to win the Rwanda. And Rwanda like their brother. They go find them something. You know, no it matters.
We wait and see. Thank you so much, Felix Backerman. Hello. Who goes there now? Wow, okay. Do want to call us back if you can. Yes, the fans are now talking about the Super Eagles. Yesterday, they were in action against Lesotho. They won 2-1. Still in contention for the World Cup. Oh, God just do it for us on Tuesday. We beat Benin Republic convincingly. 2-0, 3-0. South Africa go draw with Rwanda. We don't go World Cup. What did they talk? We don't go World Cup. Let's go back there. Hello. Yeah, very good afternoon to you, my brother.
Yes, Felix the Emirates Emperor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Odogu. Also, more greetings. Yes, Odogu, is there possible?
Abi?
So Baba said the match never played.
Yes. In football, anything can happen.
I'm telling you, so is there possible? 2-0, 2-3 goals.
Emirates Emperor, you know, say Arsenal fans, they always they get hope.
Huh?
You know, say Arsenal fans, they always they get hope.
You have to believe in the process, you know.
So South Africa, they are going to draw their match. I see their draw because their molar don't come down.
Okay.
As they deduct 3 points and 3 goals. Yeah.
It will make sense. And Philip the Emirate Emperor, not only Rwanda don't beat South Africa for this qualifying, no. Rwanda beat them 2-0. Yes, Rwanda beat them 2-0. Apart from the Lesotho, we didn't got points from them. Rwanda beat them 2-0. Yes, earlier the qualifier.
They go still beat them or collect draw there.
Oh, why?
Because they want to keep their record.
That kind of thing. That kind of thing.
Yes.
You know, all things are working together for our good. All things are working together for the good of the Super Eagles. You know, it favors us. It favors. South Africa go draw yesterday. South Africa go draw yesterday for their home.
Why is it they believe South Africa 50 drop points? See, Zimbabwe not getting to play for Tuna. Zimbabwe don't come out yesterday. They still go with red card.
May God keep us alive.
With red card.
Tuesday no far.
0810-9510-951. This match, Nigeria defeated Lesotho by 2-1. What do you make of that performance from the Eagles? And they're looking ahead to Tuesday. Crucial encounter against Benin Republic. Do you see the Eagles winning convincingly? Even if they win convincingly, do you see South Africa dropping points against Rwanda in their own encounter? Let's hear from you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. What's your name?
Yes, you're the one of this is the Capo calling from Port Harcourt.
The Capo, Oyana.
Yes. The performance against Lesotho yesterday was quite encouraging, I must confess. And that's another evidence that when it matters, Super Eagles can deliver. I'm believing on them. I'm believing on them to beat Benin Republic here on Tuesday. Thank you.
Big win against Benin Republic. Thank you so much, the Capo. Remember, you can also send us messages via text or WhatsApp. The number is 070-1933-9962. Yeah, for your text and WhatsApp messages, 070-1933-9962. You do well to also join us on Facebook. The page is The Fans Arena. The Fans Arena on Facebook. You like and follow that page and every one of them as it were. All right, let's go back to the phone line to get more reactions from you. It's all about the Super Eagles of Nigeria and their chances of qualifying for the World Cup. They have to beat Benin Republic on Tuesday in Uyo. Beat Benin Republic by no fewer than 2 goals, okay? So that we'll have a better head-to-head over them. And of course, pray that South Africa will drop points at home against Rwanda. Same day, same time. Do you see those scenarios happening on Tuesday? Yes, let's hear from you. 0810-9510-951. That's 0810-9510-951. We'll be going to the Facebook page in the jiffy to get your thoughts from that platform as well. Yes, the Fans Arena on Facebook. Let's hear from you.
Winning against Lesotho, I will not beat my chest and say I'm okay with it. No. Because scoreline should have been 3 to 4 goals. All right, he said beating Benin, that is sure, but convincingly that will be hard on Tuesday. And dropping a point is a no for me. South Africa is waiting on Tuesday to thank Nigeria for making them to qualify on Mercy Ward. He said, what I'm confident we beat Rwanda on Tuesday. Nigeria will never smell World Cup. They will not qualify. And finally,
now you get your mouth.
And finally, the winning against Lesotho yesterday is the reason why we are still talking about our chances of qualifying.
Yes,
had it been Nigeria lost or drew the match, it would have been over. And for South Africa, something happened.
It go pain us. It go pain us where we say we can't beat Benin. Now we can't make South Africa qualify. We can't beat Benin. South Africa can't win or they can't qualify.
All right, Chidubem, on the other hand, yesterday Ademola Lookman was booked. That's the second booking, in the qualifying series, and he's missing the next match. Crucial game for Nigeria against Benin Republic on.
But the thing we say, if you get Dynamite for hand, even if say you never use them today, no mean say you no go work tomorrow. You get Ademola Lookman, a player will be say on his day he would destroy any team in the world. So in a player where you go like
Europa League final,
exactly. Coach, they talk for background saying, now you won't finish the match. I say, see this man. So we got options, thankfully. For attack, no be really our problem. We get options, but of course, Ademola is a player I would have loved to have going into such a fixture.
Ako Adams, debut for him yesterday, he got a goal as well. What do you make of his performance?
Quite well in his club side, but I mean, when he came on, I feel like this guy, they're very energetic, very agile, and there was he almost scored before prior to the one he scored, So I mean, the goal, very brilliant goal, like Duben said, Mbappe. The outing of that young man, I want to see him more. I mean, let them give him more playing time. Of course.
Between him and Tolu Arokodare, who you go one main start with Osimhen for attack. It appears the coach will still go with the 4-4-2 formation. Yeah.
Already that game, I mean the first 10-15 minutes, they were trying to loop the ball in so that they can get a header, but it wasn't connecting. So if we are going by that tactics, Osimhen has the height, so why make it two when we can have one?
Cool boy
He brought out the Onana in him.
I don't know. I mean, what happened to Nwabali? Is he becoming too complacent, too overconfident?
But now Nwabali, they are back now. He does because the way he played yesterday, and it's not just about that mistake.
There was this game we played in you got booked, I mean, almost.
It's becoming one too many errors, and also the intention, the mindset he has towards this game. I watched the game yesterday. Shame they catch me for some moment. And we plenty for this country, over 200 million people. So we're not supposed to find players. We're not supposed to find them, yes. But it comes like saying, now why I can't miss Amaju Pinnick somehow. Amaju Pinnick, if I go manufacture one player for somewhere, I would never hear before. He's not supposed to make him. He's no longer 20. He's an old man.
Ball, call like he go and play, we go catch. What I noticed
yesterday, he didn't see lots of actions. The only time he was called on that show yesterday was just those two blunders he made. I mean, he was not
towards the end,
your body, like they involved for the ball. Like most of the pressure was
now because Nigeria, even because
the guy say making safe for him, all those kinds. They lack communication for that very time, because that accord of a guy, he was going for the ball. If only he told him, say leave him. I believe say for just leave him, but
Nwabali needs to step up. That's the fact. He needs to step up.
Nwabali needs to step up. Talk to us about Nwabali. Talk to us about the absence of Ademola Lookman. Will it affect Nigeria's chances against Benin Republic on Tuesday? They don't come out 3 points and 3 goals. It don't end. Thank God, so we notice them on time. So Lookman will not play on Tuesday against Benin Republic because he's on 2 yellow cards. Okay.
That kind of mistake no if it happen for Nigeria. The kind of journalist.
It don't happen.
No, it don't happen.
2018 happened against Algeria.
It happened.
Yes.
I remember.
Musa Shehu Abdullahi, he go play. He don't tell Lucas. He still play. Nobody figured it out. Now later 5-1. Hello. 5-1. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you, my brother. What's the name?
My beloved brothers out there. My name is.
Raise your voice. More hear you well. I beg. Add energy to that voice. More hear you well. Yes.
My name is Steve Bright. I'm sorry. Sometimes Nigeria. I think I tell you something. Sometimes with the misbehavior. I'm sorry. Sometimes Nigeria. I think I tell you something. Sometimes with the misbehavior. Today it was so shocking to me that won that match. Everybody, if you watch it, many people did not even watch that match.
Rain in the fall from my own side. Me, I don't even watch. Heavy rain in the fall. I know if you come out.
Many people don't even watch
the signal was not good at all.
Despite the rain wave fall.
Not good at all.
Despite the rain wave fall. If not previously, people who did for when they will watch the match, people don't put in there to watch the match because they always come to Nigeria, don't go. After the people can have about waiting Nigeria, or chess course from waiting Nigeria play, because they don't believe yesterday Nigeria came with a shocking news, shocking surprise to everybody. But one thing I will talk is that I want to ask one question before. If Nigeria, you say player, something you talk about playoff, I want to make enlighten more about this player. So they bring people bring. Now, if Nigeria win, then God forbid, God forbid, South Africa can't win.
South Africa will qualify automatically. Nigeria will finish second. They listen.
God forbid,
Nigeria will finish second in that case. Okay, then they will come out 2 points from Nigeria. Those 2 points. Okay, listen now. Make I explain to you.
I go end the call. Talk for it.
It's okay. No wahala. Don't worry, man. Go to another caller. Hello.
Very good afternoon to you, my brother.
Good afternoon to all the men in the studio.
Yes, CJ and
Ugochukwu on our line.
Ugochukwu, your face the show. Your face the show, yeah.
Odogu, no be one about your back.
No, one about your back. I'm going to concede cheap goals. English goals.
Now I was the one about Nana. Sorry.
I beg you. No matter how bad, you know it's like Onana. You know go back like Onana beg.
I don't know why Nana way Nigerian fans or Nigerians they notice this one about schoolboy mistakes and being jittery. Odogu is the fault is not from him. I believe say for the person that is calling him, he will let also remember that he's the chief. Nigerian psychological department should do a lot of work on it. Without that competition that
for a club, they say they keep for a club. They do like that for a
club and the precarious situation Nigeria is now. Although a situation now we can trigger that kind of errors. This South Africa now. I told you last week that point deduction, they were lucky that after the match between them and Nigeria, FIFA and CAF did that. If they have done it before, if that point had been deducted before our match, we would have won them. But now that trigger and those fear is in South Africa now. And Nigeria will need to catch on it and win.
Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, so like we were explaining before we go to the next talking point, for the playoffs, okay, there are 9 groups. Group A to I, Group A to Group I. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, I. 9 groups in total. All the teams will top their group. We'll talk about them later. Algeria, Morocco, Egypt, and Tunisia. They have all topped their groups. Nobody will fit to overtake them for the group. They don't qualify already. So all the 9 teams who go top their groups will qualify automatically. Then there is 4 more spots for playoffs. Those 4 spots will come from the second team that finished second. Okay, so the 4 best second place teams. The 4 best second place teams. As we speak, we did third. Okay?
Namibia.
Namibia did second for their group. All right. So as it stands now, these are the 9 teams that are occupying the second position in the 9 groups, as it were. Okay. So what it means is that 4 teams out of this 9, the 4 best place teams, the 4 best second place teams will go to a playoff. They'll play one game as well.
And the points we don't get.
Yeah, here's the thing too. They don't rearrange the whole matter because Morocco group. I'm trying to get to their group all right. So Group E. Group E, yes. Eritrea, they withdrew from the qualifiers. So withdrawing from the qualifiers means we have 5 teams instead of 6. Okay, so. At the end of the day, to balance the other groups, make it not be like say you get 5 teams, we will play 6 teams. So undue advantage. Yep. So CAF and the FIFA, they have agreed that the results against the second place teams, your result against the bottom team for your group will be cancelled. Okay? So when you do that, that's why you even have the second the teams that will have like this now, this Gabon, what have you, okay? With Gabon have 16 points. Cameroon with 14 points so far. We have DR Congo with 13 points. And of course, Madagascar with 13 points. So Super Eagles of Nigeria, what it means that if we finish second, but I see us winning the group, Sha, don't worry. We are winning the group. They finish second. But if anything happens, just for the records, if we finish second. So if we win Benin Republic on Tuesday and the business in a second to finish, we'll have 17 points, right? The bottom team for our group is Zimbabwe. And the 2 matches we will play against Zimbabwe in a draw, home and away. That's 2 points. They'll cancel that result. They come out 2 points from that 17 we will get. It's going to be 15. Okay? Will 15 points be enough to take us to the World Cup? That's to take us to the playoffs as the 4 best second place teams? I don't know until they play the match finish because one team they're on 16 points. 1 they're on 14, Cameroon. Then 2 they're on 13, DR Congo and Madagascar. And then they still get one match to play. So, at the end of the day, now where we dey now with that. So we wait and see until Tuesday. We go know how that one will eventually end. Because the 4 teams now go do playoffs among themselves. Only one will qualify eventually. Then that one go now go for the world.
Another set of calculators. As today, we keep hope alive. We just the same way we do for this Lesotho own. Just win that match first. Win that match first. We'll see where we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. We are done with that discussion. Let's go to another discussion, and this one is very controversial. I tell you, don't touch it. It is still the fans arena.
Hello, football fans. Desire Paranozie here, former captain of the Super Falcons and 4-time African Cup winner. Keep listening to.
Waiting they happen, waiting they share, we want no. Shayna Winch, I've been landing, no matter their plan, no, we go still they fly. Where you do?
Back then, in the days of Finidi George, I'm naked them, Rashidi Yekini, only said them, or Kocha them when they play Super Eagles, 94. For they put us for this type of group. Where would they? This group, Rwanda, Zimbabwe, Benin Republic, 4 outing in the World Cup qualifiers. Nigeria at risk of not qualifying for 2 consecutive World Cups following an underwhelming campaign. The Super Eagles must now beat leaders Benin Republic New York on Tuesday and hope that South Africa do not win against Rwanda the same day to stand a chance of being at the World Cup next year. Speaking on his
page, no, I don't blame the players. Yes, of course, listen, the players have to take responsibility. I'm not going to sit here and say you don't take responsibility as a player. They need to be accountable for what's happening. They have no clue what it's like to get a player, a top football player that plays in Europe, to be able to perform. They have no clue. And sometimes I've been there. When they come in and they're talking to you, you look at them and think, who are you? Like, who are you? You don't know what it feels like because you've never been. Sometimes these players, they like a voice of somebody they can listen to who's been there, done it. And say, oh, you know what? JJ Coach is talking to me. I'll listen. Because it's JJ Okocha. He's done it. Kanwanko is talking to me. Of course, I'll listen because he's done it. Because he knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? You need these people to be in charge of the game because they've been there. They've done it.
Super Eagles waiting there.
These days, a pundit, more like he has his podcast, the Obi-Wan podcast. Was on his podcast that he made that comment. There's still something more about Obi, that we'll talk about on the show today. But, looking at what Obi said, who is to be blamed? As far as our qualifying also said, in that interview, or even the coach in this case.
About a year ago or so, when these qualifiers had barely begun, I think I was having a conversation with Zazie, and Zazie just told me that I think that was when they just fired Finidi. He said Nigeria no go qualify. I based on Nigerian YB, I said, make we get there first. But he was so sure. He was like, he's going to call me after. I see the wait. Maybe he will remember. They tell me, say Nigeria no go qualify. But the thing is, like Mikel has said, we know these issues. They've been there for the longest. And when you don't solve your basic problems, then go compound. You get what they call compound interest for mass. Wait till you do today. If you don't watch one clock today,
from
that one
and calculation, we don't have compound interest.
You go down to 3.
Today the mathematics there.
You understand? So Nigeria problem, it don't they accumulate. All these things where they look like small things. You know, upon the right person here, he sack this coach today. You just wake up for morning, sack one coach because of one small wala, insubordination inside the team. All these small things don't they accumulate to what we have today. Yes, everybody get their own part of the blame. The administration, that one day. I mean, at the middle of, at the crucial point, the way Finidi left and the nature of his departure was the problem at that point.
Sure. And it was not properly handled.
It wasn't. And this thing is rub off on the player. Because now person will be your coach. He just tell you say, they give you the feel of how it could be within. So, Dan, go Lagos, go club, feed themselves, see their guys, feel alright. That passion is not really there to put in their best. That make they always the Lord Osimhen. They go to say Abi Osimhen agent or something.
Even Kevin Bassett gives it all.
Yes. So when you see the players are putting their all Eagles, but we are lacking that. We've been lacking that for the longest. You know, over the years, it just they died down. Just as they mentioned in the 94 set, it just they died down.
The 94 set, I followed them.
They
died
down. They come.
The World Cup qualifiers for 94. There was this game we played against Algeria in Lagos. It was 4-1. Cote d'Ivoire 4-1. You understand? Big teams. So
even the one I remember,
big teams.
Yes,
those ones.
Even the one I remember.
Because Algeria had won the. We beat Burkina Faso 7-1 in Lagos. Rashid Ekine scored 4 goals. We beat Ethiopia 6-0 for the AFCON qualifiers for 94. Come on. That time we were among the top 10 teams in the world at that point. But what I'm saying is, beat Sudan 4-0. You know, beat Ghana. They are beating teams. Yeah, exactly.
Thanks to him.
Exactly.
Against 2006 as 2010, we saw Ahmed Musa and Obafemi Martins against Kenya 3-2. We saw a spirited performance.
Exactly.
So these things now, please say we need players who go step up at this point. You know, if you go to play Lesotho,
it draws Zimbabwe, draw Lesotho, draw South Africa for you. No.
Even if coach,
it's unacceptable.
Even if coach no day, even if coach no good, even if coach no do, on how we players, you know the weight of the World Cup. You know, on another goal. I mean, before we came on air, we are talking here that many of these players they never go World Cup. Lookman never go World Cup. Yet no drive. Another one play World Cup on a career. I don't understand. It pisses me off sometimes.
Okay, I mean, let me just point out something. Somehow I was privileged to be close to the Super Eagles when Spinelli George was head coach of the side. You know, these boys don't begin go holiday already. They don't step out from their base. They go holiday. You know, they say they don't get money to set up camp for Europe. Oh yeah, Ngamoku set up camp early enough in Nigeria, like a week earlier, so that they're not going to spend too much time, lose form. You don't play season finish. Don't they go holiday, go the beach. Go the holiday already. They don't lose form. They don't feel run against South Africa.
That's so no.
They carry that same because now a few days later they go play Benin Republic. They carry that same and go play Benin Republic. Benin Republic, yes. Yeah, you know, they're not fit. Even back in earlier, they work on their fitness. 1 more week, drill them well, then for pick up, perform better. So to say, NFF no agree, say money no day. Money no day, see where we there now.
We see for the field. When it comes to local, this thing they always, even let Stephen Keshi complain. When it comes to local coaches, NFF go, they tell you say no money. This is what we say normally they go do. You can't come and then you tell me that there's no money to do certain things. It's not good to go.
And I mean, Chidubem has talked about the players. That commitment, we know they see him. At all. You know, we watch the Eagles of those days. You go see the ginger. If you America they play ball here, if you need the judge to play, if only say they play or that you go see the drive, that hunger, that energy, that commitment, you know, that desire to give your all and I mean put head, put everywhere. You put body. Yes, they sound small for Seamen and someone like having back. It's football. The worst might happen on Tuesday. You know, we are already third in the group. You know, and the day they are winning group.
At all.
From the sound of the whistle, we started getting the whole thing wrong when we are just, you know, others we are preparing, making arrangements. We are busy here changing coaches, you know. And it took time before they appointed Eric Shea. So within this time frame now, other teams can look at Ghana now. Yes, they messed up during the qualifiers for the AFCON, but they still keep kept the coach. You know,
the World Cup is the bigger picture.
Exactly.
So
they managed
taking them to the World Cup.
You know, stood behind him and look at changing coaches and the kind of coaches that we brought. Why take us that time? Because when Eguavoen was on the interim. Why not we go for an A-list coach? Like you rightly said now, they say money no day. This one, money no day. See how we day now. Okay, for instance, if Nigeria qualify now, I mean there will be lots of brands that will come sponsor, lots of money will come in left, right, and center. I mean, it brings more development. You know, even we say here too. Okay, we can also get lots of sponsors here on our show.
Definitely.
You know, to sponsor us for the. Everybody will be happy.
It's a win-win situation.
I mean, World Cup is a very big competition, you know.
All right.
And I really blame the NFF. Honestly, they have the larger chunk of the blame, even though the players too. They also have some of the players. Dubem, you rightly said so. You know, their complacency, the attitudes to coming to camp, the attitude to matches. You know, not giving their all, so to say, in the game. So Odogu.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll hear from you after this time out. Let more go break, more enter small market. We'll come back sharp, just for about 1 minute break or so. So we're not going to waste time.
Cyst after 3 days, consult doctor. Cyst after 3 days, consult doctor.
With 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, One Supermalt multivitamin after breakfast every day keeps you going.
You tell me where you did. Say Garuba, make you tell me where you did. Only say make you tell me where you did.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to go to the phone line to hear from you. Who is to be blamed? Yes, for Nigeria's poor World Cup qualifying, no matches, results as it were. Overall, it hasn't been great, I tell you. You can't be in a group that has Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Benin Republic, Lesotho, South Africa, and you're struggling. And we are the seeded team in that group. Look at the other groups. The seeded teams are flying. They are flying, okay? Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, Egypt, they have all qualified. Ghana on the verge, Cote d'Ivoire on the verge, Senegal on the verge, Come on. The seeded teams are all flying. But Nigeria, no way. We are struggling big time. As a matter of fact, our destiny is not even in our hands. So we might not qualify eventually. And we're asking you, who is to be blamed? Yes, for the poor qualifying outing for the Super Eagles. Is it the NFF? Like Mikel Obi has said, it's matches to play. He drew at home too against Zimbabwe and drew away against South Africa. You are reasoning them now. Like say we beat Zimbabwe 2 points. Add them to the 14, we'll get 16. Like say we beat South Africa 2 points. Like say we beat South Africa 2 points again. Add them to the 16, it will be 18. They clear for that group now. But they at least 1 point clear for that group like this now. Come on. So who is to be blamed? The coach, the players, or the officials? And where did Nigeria get it wrong? Where do you think Nigeria got it wrong in the qualifiers? 0810-9510-951. 0810-9510-951. Where did the Super Eagles get it wrong in this qualifying series? Hello! Welcome, bro.
This thing, I just want to suggest that this Pinnick now for NFF. I begin here of Pinnick since Obasanjo.
No, Pinnick, no, the NFF again. No. He's not the NFF president. The president of NFF is Ibrahim Gusso. Alhaji Ibrahim Gusso. Now the president. So Pinnick has an appointment with FIFA now as the vice chairman of the FIFA national team competitions. National team. One of those get appointments. He's the vice chairman of the FIFA national team competitions committee. Exactly. Yes, Pinnick.
The thing with it, we need to invest in football. Just like if they do federal.
So who is to be blamed? Who is to be blamed is the question for our poor outing for the qualifiers.
I go blame more the NFF.
The NFF. You know, go blame the players.
No, I'm not going to blame them, but I blame more the NFF.
Okay, what of the NFF? All right, thank you so much, my brother. Let's go to the next caller. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, I'm Sam from Mokoko.
You're welcome, my brother. Let's go there.
I blame the players.
The players? Why do you blame the players? What do they do?
Yeah, because they know that they are not playing for any other country. See, you know that you are playing for Nigeria. You want to go to World Cup. Some of them have gone to World Cup. They can talk to themselves and say, let us do something. So I blame them because it's their destiny. It's destiny. Thank you.
What of the coach? You don't blame coach. Nobody they play the man, they teach them.
I know what to blame the coach, but if the players they know what that they have a target. They can break apart from even if the coach is not trying, they can do something.
Okay. Let's leave it there. Hello. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, my name is Happy. I'm calling from Sarah House.
Happy, you're welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very well. You're welcome. Let's go.
Odogu, I will blame the players.
The players?
And I will ask, yes. Was it a world-class coach? For that matter, they've not brought it in. So that's what I'm saying. I'm blaming the players.
Okay.
Odogu, what I'm trying to say is, the players have to give their best. Yes, we know that the NFF on their side have a share of the blame, a percentage of the blame. But they have to see, they are going to the world. Nigeria is a team that has the current African Player of the Year back-to-back. So when you come on pitch, it's where when
world best player. He never went to the World Cup. George Weah of Liberia was world best and European best. He was the Ballon d'Or winner. He never went to the World Cup. So it's not by having one player. Football a team game. Go ahead.
Yes, I get your point. Now, what I'm aware that the match they played in Nigeria before they went.
Maybe players go tell Erishiel who he go put for match. You know that one.
At least they can say, coach, please let this guy play. The Ekong played that game. He gave an own goal.
Against
and that was how we dropped.
But he played yesterday, score penalty for us. Maybe he score.
Yes, he has to redeem his image now. Inga to redeem his image now. That's why he's doing that. But it's a dicey one. I'm not sure we're going to World Cup. It's a very dicey one.
Keep hope alive.
You can be
And good afternoon.
Very good afternoon to you. Welcome back, bro. Let's go there.
Although we see this question where they ask sincerely. Now, one of the things where they bring us back, because every opportunity we are looking for who to blame.
Somebody will don't do something wrong, will make something no happen for us like
that. Now we are always looking for. So Nigeria won't do World Cup, won't prosecute World Cup. NFF no sit down to know how much it will take to them to prosecute them. Now when you go moving forward,
it's what Morocco they do for the 20 World Cup.
That's what I'm telling you.
For group stage,
we need to learn anything from our home base or what. Nothing will they learn. Just every year, we what they come. We want gather people. Pesero carry us go second. What was the challenge? Contract and this and this and that. He called him to order. Say, come, we won't do World Cup. Oh. Let's plan this thing. How we're going to execute this World Cup. Rather than the sack coach. When the players will come camp, they will carry MP. They play music like say they be the DJ all for. Yeah. That's why I don't wash my hands like for two pilot for the Super Eagles.
Thank you. Don't worry. Don't go shock you. Hello. Good afternoon. Sorry.
Silent caller.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Hello.
Hello, don't go one on spot.
Very good afternoon to you. The only Chelsea.
Let us go back to the business.
Who is to be blamed?
I go blame the coach there when they come. The coach who they employ them and what I will call because they don't feel much.
Like Pesero, Finidi George.
All of them.
This one now where they here too.
This one I know this one he just come now. Never fit to the blame because he don't
lose the other one too.
If na Pesero day for qualify, honestly I tell you truth.
I get that conversation here. That conversation they here.
So don't go on spot. For me, I just feel that since they go like this, no we just qualify because the way the thing that they be now, they teach favor us under law. Under law, teach favor.
You say Nigeria with the the highest population of educated immigrants in the US. Just think of it.
I'm telling you.
Ladies and gentlemen, national team player. Say you go see some of them will just come. Hey, then they talk to these players anyhow. They don't know how to motivate players and bring out the best in players because they have not been there before. They don't play ball. But like saying one Kokano or JJ Okocha, they talk to players. You players could even respect them. They look up to them. They not true. Okocha don't play World Cup. One don't play World Cup. And so now NFL officials cause him. Do you agree with him?
I'm 18.
You never reach 18. Be coming down.
Okay.
Michael, your line is breaking. I would have loved to get your thoughts, even though I have my doubts about your age. But the line they break. So on that note, we can't continue because we need to hear you well again. The line they break.
It's a good thing that he's showing interest in football. At least,
and of course, share your thoughts with us right there. We have all our talking points on that platform. The Fans Arena. Do well to go there. Share your thoughts with us.
Ishaku Sarebo, he said, me, I blame NFL for changing coaches. I think for these qualifiers, our FA has changed 3 coaches, which is, to me, they would have left Pesero to continue for the World Cup qualifier. All right, we calculator say the players give their 70% and the coaches give their 30%. And the officials like NFF gives 0%. Officials like NFF is to blame. Nigeria get it wrong when they sacked Pesero, appointing Finidi and drawing their 3 games at home.
All right. One of those.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Leave the side. The side is not needed.
I greet you all.
We greet you.
Yes, my name is Silvano Sanga.
All right.
From Port Harcourt.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. I enjoy your program.
Thank you. We enjoy your company as well. We enjoy the fact that you're listening.
To me, all of this is correct. But if you add the left to count one call, Kadabal West, Okocha, Karibo Digwe at the NFA, they know what to do. They won't mind.
With Rwanda.
No.
With Lesotho. Zimbabwe.
I heard you when you said if it were in those days when we have the Okocha.
I said we win all the matches for this group, home and away, all of them.
You need to if we win, and fine. If we go to do well, for me as it stands now, let them play the.
So let us remember what
injured then. Osimhen was injured then.
Was it injured? But what was
injured
the problem that time now when he said he doesn't want to play for him?
that the team.
No. What happened was that Osimhen wanted to be in camp, just to motivate the other players. Finidi said, no need. You understand? Let's allow the boys. Finidi says Osimhen doesn't want to play, something like that. And Osimhen, started ranting on Instagram Live. Yeah.
Okay. It's well. Well, everybody is.
Who is to be blamed?
My dear, the people leading our football, they ought to be blamed. Changing coaches. That is the problem.
Thank you so much,
I believe we'll qualify by God's grace.
By God's grace, Abi. Yes, I say amen to that in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Hello.
Yes, Emeka
Dina. Good afternoon to you. What's your name?
The Udogo one of Port Harcourt.
Korobara Akashirike, strong hand.
You too much. I salute you.
God get power. Nobody too much. Now God get power. To God be the glory.
What is there is that the way
you never tell us your name.
My name is Omodele from
Omodele, you're welcome. I love that name, Omodele.
First time, but I'm listening to your program.
First time. Welcome to the fans arena, Omodele. You're welcome. Let's go.
What they can do now, the only thing we can do, the NFA, the after people, they are too much on that place. Even look at what goes on in the Fly Eagle. The whole players there, they are from none. They are after.
No. Don't bring nepotism come for this matter. No bring nepotism. No, me, I don't agree for that one. I have to even let you go, okay? If you're good enough, it doesn't matter where you're coming from.
So.
If you go check it was under 16 then, 1985. Golden Eagles, 1985, the baby Eagles, then we go China, go win World Cup. 90% of that team are from the old Bendel states. 90% of that team are from the old Bendel states. You understand? I mean, if you're good enough, it doesn't matter where you are from.
All of us
we are all Nigerians. What we want is a team that will give us results. A good team that will give us results. Even if we like make it business at the same amount all the players.
No problem.
Why I say you go there, we are Nigeria just represent us. Forget about where you're from. You understand? Let your selection be on merit. Let selection process be on merit. It doesn't matter where you are from in the country. Whether you're from north or south or east or west. No. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have messages on this talking point that we don't take them already. Okay. We don't take them already. All right. Chidubem, we have some messages coming through on your own end. Let's see the text message on WhatsApp platform. 070-1933-9962, the number right there.
All right, this person, I think, is trying to be sarcastic. Emeka says, please blame me for Super Eagles not qualifying. I take all the blame. That is me humbly accepting the blame. Send me the blames. and now your namesake, your name Emeka. Cousin Thing says, okay, I don't think this message was meant for us. He says it's raining. I don't know.
If you didn't fast,
but you did hear us. I want to believe you can hear us.
Okay, very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, let's leave that talking point and go to the next one. It's still about the Super Eagles. An ex-international, not Mikel Obi this time, is talking. His name is Mutiu Adepoju.
Football fans, my name is Mutiu Adepoju, former Super Eagles midfielder and 1994 AFCON winner. Keep listening to the Fans Arena with Emeka Dena, the Udogu one of sport.
Place where the land is greener and diversity brings beauty, just like the rainbow.
TY Mix.
It's hard to replace such a good feeling when the news of unity fills the air while the wind blows.
Super Eagles, no tension, you are winning by the grace of God.
No tension, Super Eagles, no tension. I told you. This man is a veteran of 3 World Cups. The first time Nigeria made it to the World Cup, Mutiu Adepoju was there. He was there in 1994. He was there 4 years after in 1998. He was also there in 2002. Mutiu Adekpoju. 3 World Cups. No Nigerian player don't go for World Cups. So now be one of the highest Nigerian players for World Cup in terms of appearance. Okay, Mutiu Adekpoju, ex-international. Mutiu Adekpoju believes Nigeria's failure to win 3 home games in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers is responsible for the team's struggles in the campaign. The Super Eagles surprisingly drew against Lesotho, South Africa, and Zimbabwe in Uyo earlier in the qualifiers to dampen their chances of making it to the Mundial. Going into the final qualifying game in Group C against Benin Republic in Uyo on Tuesday, Nigeria are third with 14 points, 3 points behind their opponents who lead the standings. South Africa are second with 15 points. In an exclusive interview with the Fans Arena, the former Real Sociedad midfielder noted that Nigeria would have been comfortably on top of the group if they had won those 3 home games. He added that the change of coaches during the qualifiers did not help matters at all. Nigeria have used 3 coaches, Jose Pesero, Finidi George, and Eric Shell in the qualifying campaign. Let's hear from Mutiu Adekpoju, fondly called the headmaster in his playing days.
Yes, definitely. We had won those games and we would have been ahead of every one of them. But we drew with them, and that's why we're in this situation. So we just have to continue hoping, and they just have to play even much better than what they did today if we want to beat Benin Republic and beat them not with just 1 goal. We have to beat them with 2, so that goal difference will be more.
Some have also blamed our struggles on the different coaches who have used in this qualifier.
That issue of changing coach at that moment. But even after changing coach to Finidi, probably we should have waited and see if this situation, and we shouldn't be blaming anybody or blaming this thing. We should just face it and see what we can get out of it.
I know a place.
You heard from the man, Mutiu Adekpoju, the headmaster, who represented Nigeria at 3 World Cups. Here from Mutiu, one more time.
Well, I think, there's still hope. We still have a lifeline. We are playing against Benin Republic. What we just have to do after winning today's game is winning convincingly against.
After today's game, I was referring to yesterday's game. The interview was conducted yesterday. As it were, Mutiu Adekpoju speaking right there to the Fans Arena. Chidubem, you heard from the headmaster himself. Did the NFF actually get it wrong by changing the coaches the time they did? We talked about it earlier. Adekpoju,
for production. Then the other thing you need now is structure. Super as Nigeria is, we are blessed to have the resource, the main resource we have, which is the players. You don't get time.
Human resources. Yeah.
Yes, you don't get time. We say you go lose Super Eagles, say we don't get players. We fear at least qualify us for World Cup. I'm not sure say you don't get time. We don't bad reach that stage. So the problem with always they get now the structure. And if you look at our domestic football, even the few times we have achieved success on the continent, not even national team now, domestically. You see now when structure day. Look at Peter Odili when he was governor of Rivers State.
Dolphins did very well.
Exactly.
Aduzakalo at Enyimba did very well. There was a plan, there was a target, there was the goal, the structure, the money, everything. It worked well for Enyimba then. I remember.
So when there is a structure in place, we always talk about the Dr. Felix Ayasiago and the structure he puts in place in conjunction with the governor then. When Nigeria has a structure, we go see him. This will not be the thing we say when you put up, people just I think the caller said that, and we have been saying this in overtime. It can't be like say then they use this thing as just to bless this person. You there, you there. This is the reason. I can tell you for free that this is the reason why NFF will refuse to hire a very good coach, because he not go take this nonsense. He not go take him. Once you mention that kind of nonsense, he leaves the job immediately. Gonna complain about something like this when he was here.
There was also this coach, former England coach. You're an NFC.
Yes.
Was contacted by NFF officials to take over the Super Eagles.
Yes, I remember.
The man said the man said in an interview after so many years that some people in the federation wanted him to be paying part of his salary to a particular account, and he said no, that was not going to happen, and he didn't take the Super Eagles job at the time. To the AFCON, surprisingly, we finished second behind. I mean, we lost to the eventual the host, Cote d'Ivoire, in the final. Nobody gave that Eagles. Not many people gave the Super Eagles a chance at that AFCON, but Peseiro was able to take the team to the final, and we got silver. You know, he played 2 World Cup qualifying games against Lesotho in Uyo and Zimbabwe. Fans talk. Maybe fans go come out coach.
Exactly.
Now NFF will still take the final decision. Yes.
There was a system. We went to the Nations Cup.
I mean, the Gonotro will come out last time. Maybe in they talk about group like this.
So
you know, like he was a bad coach. They qualify us for World Cup without calculator.
Yeah, we had a
the 2018 World Cup. Sorry to cut in. The 2018 World Cup. You remember teams where they were group? Zambia, Algeria, Cameroon. We beat them. No. Like if Peseiro was retained as coach of the Super Eagles, do you think would have been struggling by now? Do you think the Eagles would have done better in the qualifiers?
The Eagles,
because you know start well. It started with 2 draws.
You know we are looking at we are playing like 5 back now. We are looking like a more shaped. We have now
matches to play after that. Those 2.
Of course, we still have those matches to play. So if you were to be here, there would have been that stability. Okay, fine. This is the man for the job. You are the gaffer of the team. You know the boys in and out. You bring in your formation on match days. You invite those the players are informed, which you know that they are on match days. You invite those the players are informed, which you know that they are going to deliver in your formation. You bring them in, and they are going to do very well for you. And head to head, we are in the same point. Just on the last match day, we just win our match and we qualify. That be it.
All right. Let's take this other talking point as well. I mean, John Obi Mikel, he don't come back again. You understand? I mean, we have him again today. In the verse, in the para. Obi Part 2 is very angry with the NFF. John Obi Mikel, yes, they're been on Tuesday in New York and host South Africa win against Rwanda same day. Okay, speaking on his Obi One podcast recently, the former Chelsea midfielder says it is unacceptable for Nigeria to miss 2 straight World Cups, urging the government to sack the board if the Super Eagles fail to qualify. John Obi Mikel once again this afternoon.
If we don't make it to the World Cup, if we don't qualify, I just think the whole board of the BS, when it comes to African football, when it comes to Africa, we're the BS. I don't care what anyone says. Twice in a row, we don't qualify. Something is wrong. Yeah. Something is wrong. A drastic change has to be done. Has to be done. If the government want to get involved, they have to get involved. They have to get involved. They have to get involved because it's not acceptable. If we don't qualify 2nd time in a row, it's not acceptable. I'm saying if we don't make it, massive, drastic change.
They failed to qualify for the 2018 World Cup in Russia. The then president of the Italian Football Federation, Carlo Tavecchio, he resigned 7 days after Sweden knocked them out. I mean, they had lost 1-0 to Sweden away and drew goalless in Italy, and they were knocked out by Sweden in the playoffs. Tavecchio resigned. He stepped down. Okay. Now Tavecchio was elected president of the FA for the first time in 2014. Now what happened then? He replaced Giancarlo Tavecchio was appointed. So in 2018, when they failed to qualify, the man stepped down, and that was actually in 2017. The man stepped down on his own.
Welcome to
2006. Welcome to 2006 when we failed to qualify. Ibrahim Galadima even told us that qualifying for the World Cup is not our birthright. Resign, go over here.
The only coach who don't resign, what we know, Olise. And many other things they surround that resignation. But she for stiff neck, but that's a different kettle of fish. But for the NFF, for
2010, I remember the 2010 qualifiers. Yes. There was a presidential task force, PTF.
Of course,
they eventually qualified.
Of course. So there should be that interest from all corners that this is a big deal. But it feels like nobody really cares what happens. We just pay the players. It doesn't matter. And nobody's held responsible. Nobody there accountable.
Rice, they're expensive. Beans, they're expensive. We're talking about how to chop the food first.
So we need to be at the World Cup because American people know they think, like Igwe was saying, we don't think long term. Being at the World Cup will be a massive. The ripple effect
big time,
will be massive.
In fact,
and this World Cup will be played in a place that Nigerians are many.
I tell you.
America. We are talking of the US, Mexico, and Canada. We get high. So if we play match, it go feel like say we play for Nigeria.
Exactly.
Because fans go boku. Fans plenty.
There are over 3 million Nigerians in the US alone.
So it's God. It go.
Just imagine it. I'm a Japanese. Just imagine it. I know that way, my brother. Tell me. I know that way.
Fine. Now let me tell you, we have players like Lukman, Tito, Time, and the rest. A lot of Chukwueze. So forget it. It's possible. So we need players. We need these people like Kanu, Okocha, and the rest should come and motivate these boys.
Then we just go now. NFL go invite them come now. You go just enter the team like that. FIFA go ban us if you do like that. FIFA go say you have interfered. FIFA will say you have interfered with the running of football in Nigeria. That you go, then go ban Nigeria.
It has to be that way.
Let's hear from this caller first. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon to you.
I listen to the conversation now. So what I want to talk concerning within
Mikel talk. Say make all the NFF board members resign if you no qualify.
No, what do they work now? What do they work?
I wonder.
What do they do there now? Because they don't do well now, so they have to step down now. They work there. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, my brother Barry. He said, let them go their house if they don't qualify. What did they do there again? But ultimately, the Super Eagles is the has to be at least to be there. Yeah. Even if you don't win it, just be there first. Hello.
I greet you. On the line.
A very good afternoon to you.
Go and shine in the World Cup. Before, when you see our players and the officials are not doing well,
drive.
When you see people wear this green and white jersey, those days, you see them play out their heart. You see,
feel your pain, tell the West, they feel your pain. They feel your pain. It's not good, man. It's not good. Hello.
Hello, Dogu one on sport.
Good afternoon to you.
Dogu one.
In November, then enter next year, safe as it were. But let's hear from this caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, my brother. What's the name? Yeah, I go reach. We go enter streets. Say, I go reach. We go enter streets. Say, don't do pass on ourselves. No, not be this thing. More come on, make we waste. You don't buy guys. You don't buy yam. You don't buy bread. You don't buy milk.
My first day of Olympic. When they not register her.
Okay.
The answer is not
Not today. May God help us in this country. It's 0810-95 qualify for the World Cup next year. That World Cup will be staged in USA, Canada, and Mexico. Yeah, that all the NFF board members should step down, should resign if the Super Eagles fail to qualify for that World Cup next year. Do you agree with Obi Mikel? On the other hand, Mutu Adekpoju is saying 3 coaches in the qualifying series. Now one of the problems we'll get. Now make with the struggle. You can't use 3 pass through eye of Nedo. Than for Nigeria qualify. No, not good. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable according to Mancini. All right, let's go back to the phone line to hear from you. 08.
You no go blame him now. No go blame him. No be nice self say.
Let's hear from this caller first before we go to Facebook. Hello.
Millionaires. By now they're supposed to don't talk say okay, if you score 1 goal, $1 million. If you score that goal, at least to motivate the players so that at least they go ginger score.
What if they score? Even if you promise them $2 billion, then score finish, South Africa won't go win. Nothing come out now. And that promise the heaven and earth too. Just go back, go tell the Rwanda team then say each player $1 million, that kind of thing.
Yes. That's why I said that.
Facebook, before we go on a commercial break, very quickly, let's go to Facebook.
All right,
get some messages right there.
This one very speedily. Yeah, on Facebook, the mayor.
No rush and take a easy. No rush. Right there. We'll tell you more. But trust me, all 4, those big 4, they are all through with a game or 2 to spare. Come on. And 2 big boys supposed to be playing now. Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, Tunisia. They don't qualify since they wait for they're not booked hotel already for US, Canada, and Mexico. What are we going to talk about? Let's go on a break. We'll be back shortly. Don't touch it.
Waiting they create party for my waiting they cause they let you rejoice.
turns your meals into a masterpiece.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste. Hey, come cook with Terra Cubes. Come cook with Terra.
No buy am.
But why?
No see say this big bull bag of rice no get the new big bull holographic seal.
Not true.
Introducing the Big Bull Holographic Seal Tape, your favorite authentic Big Bull rice, 50 kg and 25 kg. Now with holographic seal tape. This is to ensure you get the premium product from Big Bull Rice. Do not buy if the holographic seal tape is not on the bag or is broken. Big Bull Rice. Tasty rice nourished you.
Mom's love is pure. It's so she does. Mom's special jollof. It's a smile on your face. Mom's your beef fry. Cheers you up. Mom's tasty stew. Nourishes the family. Golden Terra oil. Tasty. Golden Terra oil. Nourishing. Golden Terra oil. Golden Terra soya oil.
Golden Terra oil helps Mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family.
Gold is worth living for. Worried about your oil every time you enjoy your favorite meal? It contributes to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Good food, no worries.
How do we make our cooking come alive? Oh, for that tasty meal where you like, oh, I mean, you won't cook food to impress, oh,
whether it's jollof or na stew, even for porridge or spaghetti, cook to impress with Pepper Terra.
Consistent taste for cooking mouth-watering soups, stews, and jollof. Choose wisely. Choose Gold. Terra Gold Seasoning Cube.
1 cube. Endless possibilities. Terra Gold.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.
Hello everyone, my name is Finidi George, MON, former Super Eagles coach and current technical manager of Rivers United. Keep listening to the Fans Arena with Emeka Dena, Jodogu 1 of Sports.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is still the Fans Arena on Today 95.1 FM, right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. Emeka Dene to the name, the Odogwu of Sports, Korobara Akashirike Strong Hand, alongside Chidubem Joseph Njoku, the CJN himself, and of course, Dede Igwe Livingstone, right here in the building, serving you this show that comes your way every Saturday, 1 to 4 p.m. on this dial. Oh, last World Cup, that's the only Nigerian we will get for the World Cup. Davido go World Cup. Davido go World Cup. Davido go World Cup. Now, if you follow sing this, the 2022 World Cup anthem, you follow sing them higher, higher. Yes, Davido. Yes, alongside Trinidad Cardona. And of course, Aisha. Yes, higher, higher. But this time around, we are believing God. No, lower, the Super Eagles will go. No, be just Davido will go sing. Or Burna Boy go sing for World Cup. No. We have as well have the Super Eagles there. No, be just our artists then go perform opening ceremony or closing ceremony. No. We want our team to go there. But in the meantime, let's let you know that 4 African nations, Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia, and Algeria, I mean, these are all North African teams, have officially booked their places at the 2026 World Cup, joining the growing list of teams set to feature at football's biggest global event. The tournament, which will be jointly hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico, will feature an expanded format of 48 teams, up from the 32 that competed at Qatar 2022. Algeria became the latest African country to secure qualification after a comprehensive victory over Somalia, giving the Desert Foxes an unassailable lead at the top of Group G. Then beat Somalia 3-0. Yes, Riyad Mahrez scored one of the goals. Earlier, Egypt sealed their qualification with a dominant 3-0 win over Djibouti in Casablanca on Wednesday. The Pharaohs, who have appeared in 3 previous World Cups, confirmed top spot in Group A with 1 match to spare. They joined fellow North African heavyweights Morocco and Tunisia, who had already confirmed their tickets to North America following strong qualifying campaigns. In total, 9 African nations are guaranteed to feature at the 2026 World Cup, with 1 additional spot available through the FIFA playoff tournament. Okay, just let's go back to the group stage, okay, of the qualifiers as far as Africa is concerned. Okay, let's look at the group stage and how these teams have qualified and what's happening in the other groups. In Group A, we have Egypt. They have qualified. They don't pick tickets. After 9 matches, they have 23 points, 5 points ahead of second place Burkina Faso, with just 1 game to go. So even if Egypt lose their last match, Burkina Faso win their own, they're not going to catch Egypt again. So Egypt don't qualify. So Burkina Faso, they're in the playoff position right now. In Group B, we have Senegal. Senegal have 21 points. 2 points ahead of second place DR Congo. I mean, final day, and I'm going to decide that one, okay? Yes, next week, we're going to know who will eventually make them, either Senegal or DR Congo, okay? Senegal have the upper hand. They have 21 points with plus 15 goal difference. The other Congo have got 19 points, 2 points separating them, so it can still change on the final day. Let's go to Group C. Group C will have Benin Republic. That's our group, yes. Top of the group with 17 points, plus 5 goal difference. In second place, we have South Africa with 15 points. You see, plus 3 goal difference. Nigeria are third with 14 points, with plus 3 goal difference. God help Nigeria, beg.
God, I beg.
God, I beg. Super Eagles, better beg on now. Better beg on now. All right. You know what happened? Don't do the mathematics earlier, okay? So let's go to Group D, okay? In Group D, we have Cape Verde. See, Cape Verde, they go World Cup like this. So.
As in
Cape Verde won't go World Cup like this. So. They have 20 points from 9 matches. 2 points ahead of Cameroon. Cameroon have got 18 points, okay? So we'll see. That will be decided on the final day. Those 2 teams are battling for that top spot right there. Moving over to Group E, we have Morocco. Morocco are already through. Come on, Morocco. 7 matches, 7 wins.
Very big gap.
7 matches, 7 wins.
7 wins.
No time. 21 points. Second place team, Niger Republic, and they get 12 points. Morocco have 9 points ahead of them.
Consider just 2
Morocco
goals in the whole
you can imagine. Scoring 21 goals. That's how big teams they play small teams. That's how Super Eagles supposed to play for this group. See that group. Niger Republic, Tanzania, Zambia, Congo. Eritrea been pull out. All right, so let's go to Group F. In Group F, we have Ivory Coast, the African champions. They have 23 points. Come on, this group title. You know, in second place we have Gabon with 22 points, 1 point separating.
Because never conceded 1 goal for this.
Amazing. Yeah, that's what they say now. 22 goals scored. They have scored 22 goals. They have not conceded a single goal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Then 2 draws, 7 wins. Come on, Ivory Coast. Then deserve go World Cup. Not even talk. Then deserve to go World Cup. Gabon are second in that group, 22 points. Just 1 point separating them. You go hard, though. You go hard. Come on. All right. So in Group G, we have Algeria. Come on, they don't qualify. 22 points. 4 points ahead of second place Uganda in that group. So Uganda win their next match, then go finish with 21 points. Algeria with 22 are already through. Riyad Mahrez is going to World Cup again. All right, so let's go to Group F. Group H, I should say. Group H, we have Tunisia. They don't qualify. They get 25 points so far. People they follow them for back get 15 points. They are 10 points ahead of Namibia. I can imagine. Oh. Just like Cote d'Ivoire, they never concede goals.
Yes.
They have scored 19 goals, conceding none. Big team.
Now team very serious.
That's supposed to perform. And their group, see their group: Liberia, Malawi, Equatorial Guinea, Namibia. Okay, in their group, and even Sao Tome and Principe. All right, Sao Tome and Principe have conceded goal. I say tomorrow, no day. You know their way now. All right. All right, let's go to Group I. The last group, we'll have Ghana. on top of that group. Ghana have got 22 points.
Then they show
22 points.
They're already qualified, and I just go different.
Our plus 16 goal difference. They are 3 points ahead of Madagascar. So it means Ghana will have to lose to Comoros by so many goals.
10-0.
Then Madagascar themselves will need to win heavily to their last match. No, so Ghana are almost there. They are one leg there for World Cup already. So, all right. So, but we are looking at the teams and we're on this show. They are going to the World Cup. We have Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, and Egypt. 4 North African teams. In fact, for Africa, only 5 North African countries will get. Libya, and the only team will eventually make them. The other 4 North African countries are through to the World Cup. Not you want to talk. Then they go World Cup like this: Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia, and Algeria. Is this a proof that North Africans are the strongest of the continent in terms of football? After all, Morocco reached semi-final for World Cup the last time.
For now, they've shown that they are ahead.
They talk of inter-club competition.
Now they talk. I won't go there because if you go to the early 2000s, you go see the difference there. Even on the continent, you go see West Africans. Our clubs still they show working at that point. But now, all those teams don't disappear. Now, North Africans, because this thing starts with organization, like we don't talk here since. They show that organization, and as you see them, not be just say, not be fluke, because you see them from age grade tournaments as well, under 17s, under 20s. Then they grow for CHAN every sector where you enter. You are seeing that these guys are doing well. So it's not a fluke. It's administration. It's an administration that's working. And when administration is working, it's going to rub off on every sector. I dare say North Africa don't even get the kind of talent we get for here. But because the administration day, it's easier. It's easier when you get structure. Things will just go according to just put this one here, put this one here. The players already know what to do. But it's hard. And North Africans, kudos to them. They are doing a fantastic job. Morocco especially. In fact, going into this World Cup, I'll be going in proud as an African that I'm expecting something big. You know, before you go to especially Africa, they just knock us out for first round. If you just specifically manage enter quarterfinal, you go, you're happy. It was rare to go to quarterfinal. But recently, I mean, Ghana started. Last time Morocco, it remains small when they reach finals. And they don't continue for that part. Nobody say they all do can't sleep. It has been a continuous ascent, you know, and I'm really proud of them. You can't be like say Nigeria go think say na film who they watch like this. People they look at those people.
Igwe, you know, I mean, don't worry. Moko no. Tuesday, Moko go on Tuesday. You know, Igwe, Morocco became the first African country to reach the semi-finals of the World Cup. They achieved that in Qatar, 3 years ago. Going to USA, Canada, and Mexico, how far do you think they can go? Maybe the final?
Well, for me, I would say them getting to the semis during the 2022 World Cup. It's a one-off. Yes. For me, this is just my own personal how I see it, because with how the World Cup has been expanded now. You know, our European brothers now they will have more slots, even though they've been having more of the slots in the FIFA ranking and all the rest. So. What's the name again? Morocco. I don't see them. At least let's say highest they will get to the round of 16, but them putting up
going to the semi-final again. Don't see that happening.
Number 11 team in the world. Number 11 they for FIFA ranking.
Not the FIFA ranking they used to play now. When Nigeria fifth for FIFA ranking, they feel cross pass knockout for 94.
Okay, so you don't think Morocco will achieve like they did last time, no?
No. See, their system, like Duben said, they have a working system. Their sports is growing. Both the male, the female, even the youth category also. We saw what the boys they did, beating Brazil, and they are in the quarterfinals of the under 20 now, and they are doing well for themselves, So taking nothing away from them, I mean Morocco, a very big side, even their biggest of players, so to say, the African best in waiting, Hakimi is a big one. He's also there for them, so I think they won't cross past the knockout.
Even with all the big players,
they won't, because we don't know how the measure will be if they are being paired with the powerhouse of the European.
Okay, depends
football
on the draw.
Yes.
The draw. Okay. But their ranking is good, so that will help them. You know, when the draws are made.
It will.
Understand?
Yes,
yeah. Their ranking is good. Yeah. You know,
they're 11th currently. So
they're 11th currently. So if they maintain that 11, they will be seeded because they will have up to 16 teams. Abi?
So we have 48 teams. So we're having groups of 12. I want to be.
12
So
exactly.
4 per group.
So they will be seeded. You know, as one of the
and with the way they're going, it doesn't.
Okay, they might not be seeded though because Canada. Mexico
yeah,
and USA. We'll all be seeded.
And we have 3.
So we have extra 9, the top 9.
Knows, maybe by the next ranking they could jump.
And the remaining now will come from Europe and South America now.
But we should be. I just think we should be proud as Africans.
They do African
not as West African, but we should be proud as Africans that African football, especially on the global stage, because they always pay me say anytime Africa they go competition, it can't be like say Africa don't sabi anything. And even if it's one part of the continent that will take the nod, I'm fine with it. If North Africans have decided that okay, it's about time we stop the nonsense that Africa is doing.
What can we learn from them? From Nigeria?
That's why
look at how they won. Look at how they qualified. If
you know Greenland, I don't concern with that. Make your brother they progress. If you sit down, the day when you wake up now your own morning, the day when you go wake up now your own morning. As we don't want serious, maybe we'll serious they go.
Tunisia never concede goal for the qualifier. Tunisia never concede 1 goal like this for the qualifier.
If not be Super Eagles,
they play 9 matches, win 8, draw 1. They have yet to concede a goal. They have not lost. They have not conceded. Both home and away. What's happening? Why can't we? See the teams the way they are. Small teams we know
the problems. We are just not ready to solve the problems. That's just
honest. Whether Africa now, I'm not even supporting any African countries out to start anything when they be Super Eagles. You know really concern me because how would I say Ghana would they go World Cup?
Okay. No time. Let's go to the phone line right now to wrap it up. Let's hear from you, ladies and gentlemen. 4 North African teams: Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, and Tunisia. They have booked their places at the World Cup. They don't qualify, not even one talk. Then go World Cup. They need a press calculator for their own side. A lie. Nothing like calculator. They don't even get calculator. No, for their football, that calculator don't exist. But now here we get them full everywhere. But for that way, no day. Then they win matches home and away. They qualify. Then some of them they concede goals. Then they qualify with 2 games to spare. They don't book their place for World Cup. We're asking you. Is this proof that the North Africans are the strongest when it comes to football on the continent? What can Nigeria learn from these North African countries? Yes. What can we learn from them? What about Morocco? I didn't do well pass for African teams for World Cup last time. They got as far as the semi-finals. Yes, Morocco. This time around, how far do you think they can go? 0810-9510-951. Hello.
Hello, Dog One of Sports.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you. Allah alaikum.
Dog One, you know what in the vest me pass?
What in the vest you?
This our fine JC, this our new JC supposed to carry the show for World Cup now. Because they vest me.
Can I go up Nations Cup?
Dog One.
Hello, Allah alaikum. Okay, seems to have lost that call there. Let's go to the next one. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. I feel it's a packer man.
You're welcome, my brother. Let's go there.
Odogu, waiting to learn full everywhere. The problem now, you go Greenland.
We could go back to the drawing board.
That drawing board no dey full and our language now. Every time go back to drawing board. Odogu, see now. My age when I grow up, West Africa in football, I be King Kong. Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Ghana. Then only Morocco with Mustafa Haji they talk. Those days nobody know Algeria for football. Nobody know this for them. But see today now, they don't change the time by investment, by investment in the sport, knowing that it is business. Why West Africa carry politics enter the matter? They have removed politics from anything concerning sports in North Africa. But here, we see they do politics. Even to elect NFL, our head of our football. Now problem, then I say a presidential election.
I tell you.
So much banter. So that is the challenge. Until we begin to know, say this is what they do for people don't they do na business. Let be politics, because at the end of the day, people will benefit. They plenty. This football, every one person chopping. The chopping is big. Cool down, arrange this thing well. Nigeria get the bread, but at the end of the day, one senior man go there one place, they collect extra code, they collect choppings, they put people where we mend them. Instead of people go deliver. That's all the problem. If we not change, my brother, we go rank us very soon. Now we go there rank with Latvia.
So for the North African teams, we don't qualify. Now them be the strongest for Africa like this now.
They argue that one. When they work for hand, you know they see what it's an hour for you.
Felix the Baka man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's still the fans arena right here on Today 95.1 FM in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. Hello.
Hello, Snowman. How are you?
A very good afternoon to you, my brother. What's your name?
My name is Clinton.
Clinton, how are you now?
They enjoy the program. Well done.
No, they enjoy you too. They enjoy you too much. You're welcome.
This for African, not African. I then get.
Now then they rain now, my brother. 4 North African teams don't qualify for World Cup.
The way they establish themselves and they build themselves right on time. They say now we they conquer, but then they say they must meet up and they don't meet up. They play like European. They play the great football.
Technical game, man. Very tactical.
They play like European. They play tactical football. They play everything are fight for this. And the boys are not ready to play. The boys then come there to just collect the money. These are players ready to play. You know, it's to improve.
All right, we need to improve. Thank you so much. Just in case you never get them before, let's let you know that no fewer than 20 countries have qualified for the World Cup. Starting from Asia, we have Japan, South Korea, Australia, Iran, Jordan, and Uzbekistan. We're coming down to Africa. We have 4 African countries that have booked their places at the World Cup. Talking about Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, and Egypt. And going over to the CONCACAF region, of course, the 3 co-hosts, yes, they don't qualify automatically. Talking about Canada, Mexico, United States. The others will join them from there as well. Then see they play their own qualifiers. Moving over to South America, the CONMEBOL region, we have 6 teams there. CONMEBOL, I should say. Argentina, Brazil, Ecuador, Uruguay, Colombia, and Paraguay. They don't qualify. And in Oceania, we have just 1 team right there. New Zealand are through to the World Cup. So 20 teams haven't booked their places at the World Cup. Let's go to Facebook quickly. Igwe, you have some messages coming through right there?
Yeah, we do. Jude Onwe AJK says, as it stands presently, the North Africans are the strongest in the continent, both in the club side too. You can't take it away from them at this moment. They know what to do and they are doing it. And for Morocco, the best they will achieve this time is the semi-finals, if they can get to that. Because any nation confronting them will not underrate them. The Mayor Val says, yes, they are the strongest for now, based on what they have achieved. Even with their local league, for me, I see Morocco reaching semi-finals. And finally, Ishako Sarebo says, yes, they are the strongest in the continent, based on what they are doing now. And for upcoming World Cup, I don't think Morocco will go far.
Okay, no wala. Thank you so much for your messages. And very quickly, let's return to the phone line to hear from you as we try to wrap up the show this afternoon. It's 0810-9510-951. 0810-9510-951. Of course, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, and Algeria, 4 North African teams have already qualified for the World Cup. And we're asking you if this is a proof, yes, that the North Africans are the strongest on the continent when it comes to football. Do you agree? Let's hear from you. Hello. Akashirike, strong hand. Salachi, my brother. Yeah.
My name is Chile Terendena.
Your face the show.
Odogu. Well, when it comes to football, or the African teams, where they come and say they don't qualify, I think Nigeria get plenty things to learn from them. They get plenty things to learn from them.
Like waiting, what will we learn from them? Okay, it's okay. You don't run come out. Then my younger cousin right there. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, time is fast spent. Do well to join us same time next week. Yes, 1 to 4 p.m. By next weekend, we don't come back to the normal show, club football, okay? Yes, your favorite big teams where they support Arsenal, Chelsea, Man U, Man City, Liverpool, La Liga, and Serie A, and all those. You understand? Will come back because na international break, all those teams, the players they don't go break, they go play international football, and that's why we focus the show on the Super Eagles and the World Cup qualifiers. Okay, so next weekend the show will return to its normal shape, as it were. All right, but in the meantime, Igwe, thank you so much. You had a birthday shout out earlier. Just before we go back there, I'm going to take this last call for the road. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Anetiek.
Anetiek, how about you?
Yeah.
Why you laugh now? I started speak small. My place get boundary with you who came for Akwa Ibom State. We get boundary. I understand. How about you? Idiot, okay?
Yeah, my brother.
Akauke, where you dey go?
My own opinion for this is I want me to sack all the university president, all of them made a sack.
Okay, if you sack them, they go resign. If you sack them, not trouble. The elected people, if you sack them like that.
I want me to trouble reach them because they give us trouble too.
Maybe smart thing.
Wait, thank you.
Anette, what's the name? Anette, thank you so much. All right, Igwe, let's wrap up. I mean, your birthday shout out, and of course.
Yes. After now, I'm going to enjoy myself. After I don't.
You know, send me location, have you?
Oh, you don't know what we'll talk that off the mic. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Port Harcourt people. Thank you for having us in this edition of the show. Say a very big thank you to you all. And
all right,
guys are waiting to take over from where we've stopped already.
Thank you so much to Chidubem, Joseph, and Joko, the CJN himself as well. And of course, the biggest thanks will go to you out there, the listener. Without you, we are not here. Okay, so you do well to join us. Same time next week, 1 to 4 p.m., the Fans Arena. In the meantime, the guys are already in the building for today's Sports Live. Don't go anywhere. You keep it locked right here. Don't touch it.
Walk the walk on every street. Up on a ball, I win the world on my feet. Hit every discotheque and ask it for me, yeah.
Successful business without sales. And what is sales without an audience? Well, do you know that you can reach 8 million listeners across 6 states in 2 geopolitical zones all at once? How? With Today 95.1 FM, you can get millions of people to know about your business. And what does that mean to you? More sales. Call 081 389 2850 now for more information.
Hearts racing.
One light, 2 lights. They're backing off and backing.
Pulse rising.
Who will come out on top? Who will take 3 lights, 4 He's ready to be the star.
The anticipation.
Powerful, strong, compact. Tyson get right all the way.
The heart stops. Catch the Sports Gang on Sports Attack Mondays through Fridays, 7:30 a.m. and Today's Sport Live, 3 to 4 p.m. and also on the weekends, 1 to 6 p.m. Only on your premium sports radio, Today, 95.1 FM.
My name is Gianni Infantino, FIFA president. For the best of sports, always listen to Today Sports Live on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Hello, my name is Kanu Wanko, aka Papilo. For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Today Sports Live on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
A very good evening to each and every one of you out there. Welcome to the abridged version of today's Sports Life. It is Saturday, the 11th day of October 2025. And the guys on Fans Arena have already done their beat, and here we are to take you from now to the top of the hour, 6 p.m., where the news update will be coming your way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once more to the show. My name is Osasin Hiwin. You can call me the demigod in the world of sports, or better still, call me your chauffeur, because I'll be the man behind this console to drive you through this ever amazing and exciting world of sports. And I've got a full house right here, ready to dissect, ready to sink your teeth into everything that's going to be dished out right here. And ladies and gentlemen, you're on the other side of the divide to sit very close to your radio set and do what you need to do, which is listen and follow suit. I'm going to be letting you in on the feedback platforms, but first of all, let me let you in on the guys who are right here with me in the studio. There is Benjamin Mina seated really close to me right here. Benjamin, good evening to you. Welcome.
Good evening, Osas. Good evening to the guys in the studio. Like you said, it's a full house. I'm seeing some persons who went on loan. They are back.
They terminated their loan deal.
Their loan deal is
because there's a prospect of winning a trophy.
Yes, when
this particular
one. To this part of the side, and it's I think it's good. It's sports. That's what we are. We had to talk about. You know, the Super Eagles played yesterday, but they won. But from my own perspective, it's a very shambolic performance, and I think we are not ready for the World Cup.
Let's get to America first. Calm down. Be coming down.
That's my opinion. Also.
Be coming down.
For me, let the best teams go to the World Cup. Nigeria is not part of that best team. We are not right.
Somebody told them what was the name of that Portugal's coach? I think that was 2015 or 2016? I believe they would have told him also. Santos, yes. They would have done the same, and here they were, voila, winning the Euros.
Also, there's a reason why Morocco these days tend to qualify for tournaments with some games to spare. Tunisia played the whole qualifiers and didn't concede a goal. It shows that something is wrong with our football. Well, let me allow the fans, when it gets to their turn, to actually, tell us what they get to see in that game. But for now, sit down, enjoy the ride with us.
All right, sit down, enjoy the ride with us. I don't know if that's going to be the same thing that the next man seated to him, being Alex Kabari, is going to be saying at this point. But Alex, good evening to you.
Good evening to you, Sasa, and good evening to my colleagues in the studio, and good evening to our lovely listeners. I definitely share Benjamin's sentiment. I think it's been poor. It's been very poor. I was saying it just before those games. I was talking about the fact that Ghana 5-0. Morocco did not play any qualifier. I think they are basically done. Egypt, that were almost qualified, 3-0. Cote d'Ivoire 7-0. These are the kind of games. If we cannot score 3 to 4 goals against Lesotho, I'm sorry, we do not deserve to go. I'm speaking from this point of view that even if we do go, our performance has not
lived up to the bidding.
Up to the bidding, and we do not deserve that spot. So I would rather someone who has worked for it, someone like South Africa who had 3 points unfairly taken out. Although they are,
which one is unfairly
should we put some sort of, should I say, semi-enemies in between that conversation? Because
make it straight. Make it straight.
They are okay, but I don't think they are full on. I would say Ghana first. They put them under Ghana.
No. Ghana, you don't come into family issues.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't come into family issues. That's how it is.
I think that they do deserve that spot, and Nigeria going through, it may be undeserving, but at the end of the day, we are still hoping that they can go through.
All right. Okay, and there is also the engineer in the world of sports. He is Henry Ogugwo. He joins us on the show. Henry, good evening to you.
Good evening, Osas. Have we asked ourselves why is the NFF appointing Eric Sekushel and Finidi George? Maybe that's how we can score 4 goals against Lesotho. Osas, it's great to be here this afternoon. Like, I know we're going to talk about the game, but you looked at it yesterday. You don't start 2 big men against a side that's going to sit deep and you're planning to cross the ball and they'll have more bodies than you. You have to calm down and break them down. When we actually started trying to break Lesotho down, we started creating chances, more chances.
All right.
We started creating chances. We didn't really create anything of note in the first half. But when we calmed down and started breaking them down, and especially when Akko Adams came in, we saw more spaces opening around. At least playing 2 men up front, you're using one who is mobile and smaller and who make the same movements as Osimhen. I mean, like Osimhen and Tolu looked confused playing together. Tolu should be a direct replacement for Victor Osimhen, not both of them playing together. I think this team, see, when you look at it side by side with all these countries who are calling, player for player, we have the same quality of better quality than they do. But you now ask yourself, you look at the level of people that are actually handling these teams, are they good enough to actually handle the players? You say yes. The coaches they give their national teams to are good enough. Even if it's an indigenous coach, that person has the ability to handle the team properly. But first off, let's even qualify for the World Cup first in the first place. But I know something happened yesterday and we might have been talking or saying something different today as well. But it is what it is. We won 2-1. Let's just move on.
All right.
And we'll do the permutations and the probabilities for people today to actually know what the possibilities are at the end of the day or could be.
All right, so we are moving on as Henry Ogugwo has stated, and moving on to the next man right here is Ovie Wallace. Ovie, good evening to you.
Good evening to you, Osas. Good evening to my colleagues in the studio. Good evening to Port Harcourt sports lovers in the state of Rivers and outside the state and in and outside the country of Nigeria. As usual, it's Saturday, talking sports, and the main topic on everyone's mind is Nigeria's 2-1 victory over Lesotho. Some are going to persecute some players, some are going to praise some players. We have some positives and negatives to take out from Nigeria's game as always. But I think I'm still of the opinion as Benjamin and Alex, and doubling down that I don't think Nigeria is going to make it to the World Cup. But let's see. Let's see what happens.
All right, let's see what happens. And the October visitor is still here. No one knows if he's staying too long at this point. If you know what I'm talking about, if you have been following the show, you would know that Chukwu Zite is right here with us. Zite, good evening.
Good evening, and good evening to Port Harcourt fans. This was great right here. I laugh a lot when we keep doing these things. We keep making ourselves pass through unnecessary stress. See, it's simple. If Super Eagles can qualify, fine and good. If we will not qualify, fine and good. We shot ourselves in the foot when we employed Aristotle. I was the one that I cried and I said never. You can't go from Pesero to Chakuchel.
There's nobody that has ever met your standard, so you can just keep it to yourself.
No,
since I've known you, nobody, no coach has met.
Bring a pep.
I know that if you bring a pep, you ask for a Johan Club.
If you bring a pep,
if you bring a pep, you ask for a Johan Club.
Upgrade first.
No, bring Amorim from him.
No, Amorim, that's not going there first. Let's just leave that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do it on the show. You are the other person I'm going to be introducing at this point. You can join us at any point in time through the SMS and the WhatsApp portal. It's there for your taking. So as we get talking, you can send in your thoughts and we'll be taking it. For the SMS and the WhatsApp portal, it's doubled at 0701 933 9962. I'll take that again. It is 0701 933 9962. And for the phone line, I will be throwing it open later on the show to take your reactions as they come in live and handy. For that, it is 0810-951-0951. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot to talk about today. We will definitely be starting from the European scene, where we look at what's happening around football in Europe before we head down to Nigeria to talk about what's happening with football from the local scene. So at this point, you know how we do it, you know how I do it. I usually say sit back, relax, and let's enjoy the show together.
Hello, my name is Kanu Wanko, aka Papilo. For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Today Sports Live on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. And for now, we will start from the European scene where we'll look at a bit into the game structure that is called talking about football's structure. As earlier this week, according to Mundo Deportivo, UEFA and the Super League backers conducted 7 confidential meetings exploring Champions League restructuring with A22. If we talk about A22, what we mean is that sports management company that was created by Barcelona, Real Madrid and Juventus to sponsor and push through legislation for the European Super League, ESL as it's called. And they were in that meeting together with Barcelona and Real Madrid as discussions went on between these three and UEFA. Talks addressed governance, broadcasting and tournament structure following the December 2024 European Court ruling supporting alternative competition. The proposed system divides 36 qualifying clubs into 2 tiers. Top 18 UEFA ranked teams playing elite matchups with position 19 to 36 in balanced draw-based fixtures. So A22 presented the unified platform concept of following a free ad-supported streaming with geographical targeting plus premium subscription. So the top 8 from the elite tier advanced directly to knockouts with the remaining rounds determined by combined rankings. So all I've been talking about right here is UEFA came together with A22, Barcelona and Real Madrid to have a meeting earlier on this week, and that meeting was to introduce a new format to the UEFA Champions League for the year 2027. In that new format, 36 teams will be ranked in 2 tiers, where you have the top 18 here, they play themselves, and these other ones play themselves. So it's basically not going to look like the smaller teams will have a chance to play the bigger teams. The bigger teams just play themselves, and 8 would have to qualify to the knockout round. So that's exactly how it is. That's just like another phase of that European Super League being talked about, or that was kicked against some years ago when it was brought to the table. But UEFA has since denied having any agreement in that meeting with A22, Real Madrid and Barcelona. Yeah, they would have denied it, but from this point of our own view, or from this particular room that we call our studio, we're going to be looking at it from a different point of view, because it's been going and coming. It's like it's not going to go, but everyone feels inside that maybe one day this will come to stay. If you look at it clearly, where I read, you would understand that the reason for all of this push is the financial gains from what was leaked out from that meeting. Most likely, if that comes to play, there would be some about 4.3 billion pounds would be raised from televising, streaming. You have the chance to stream some of the games live, and more money will be coming into the pockets of those who want this to come down to reality. But the truth here is that we've got a divide containing 2 sets of football enthusiasts, and for one set of enthusiasts, they feel that it's one of the best parts of the UEFA Champions League was watching the likes of Sheriff Tiraspol host Real Madrid, making lots of money and beating Real Madrid to create everlasting memories and publicity for themselves. That said, believes that the UEFA Champions League is a blend of things where new concept comes to life, new players flourish, and the UEFA Champions League will lose all of this if it is turned into a big game fest, as it will definitely lose its vigor. And another set feels like this is the cap. Yes, this is the big one, as no one tunes in to watch those games apart from their fans. When we say those games, those small games, for example, who would I use right now? maybe you have young boys up against Basel or up against one of those teams from Belgium, maybe Club Brugge or Anderlecht, and you say, fine, it's just their fans that will watch it. Why would I go and pay my money that I want to start watching Basel versus Anderlecht in the UEFA Champions League league phase? No, I won't want to do that. So, but these ones they believe that the global guns wants to see big games, not of the light of Sheriff Tiraspol. So it's like another phase. We might be seeing another phase coming into the UEFA Champions League. I remember when the league phase came, everybody was like, no, this should not be. Please leave the group stages where we play. But now it seems everyone is settling to understand the league phase. Some persons are even saying that this is why didn't it come earlier than now? This is what we actually needed, because the very first edition of the league phase, we saw fringe club sides make it to the top of the podium or top of the summit, and even qualified into the knockout phases. I think one of those club sides that is coming to my mind now is Stade Brestois. We saw what they did at some point, Lille also, and we were like, it seems this is even the sweetest blend to have teams, club sides, not as big as the regular ones, show what they've got. But guys, you've heard these two things. Even if UEFA have denied any agreements in that meeting, but it's coming up and going down. Maybe one day they would also agree that most likely this is what is needed for football. But let me come to you guys right now. A new era, if it comes into play, is it going to be destructive? Is it another destructive instinct to European football, or do you think it's going to give the game a bit of glamour? You all heard what I talked about at this point. Let me start with you, Henry, on this particular one. More glamour, or do you think there is that destructive effect that we're going to be seeing through this?
The Super League.
The new phase that the UEFA Champions League wants to take right now. There was that meeting between UEFA and A22, and they want to bring it just like Champions League that is now made of 36 teams, and all 36 teams will be shared into two tiers where of the knockout phases via a balanced draw-based fixture. And I'm looking at it right now, though UEFA had denied that there was no agreement, but
involved.
Right.
I remember when we were having this discussion about this league phase, one of the previous shows when the whole talk came up, and a lot of people were like, I even remember format go change. I don't know why even one CAF, no one change himself. That is only a 16 team of. So brings his own buzz and his own verve and its own fun to add to it. So if they feel there's anything they can do
right now as the league phase, and let's compare it to most likely what is about to come. I explained it to you, and if that's the case, the revenues are
just last season. We already had a lot of doubters. Why are you changing it? Why are you switching from 6 group stage games to 8? I mean, you just have to make sure that you play the maximum amount of matches and try and contribute in most of them. So it does have its ups, it does have its downs too, and a lot of it has haters. It has turned out to be something very good, but at the same time, if you look at it and you try to compare what the organizers of the Super League are proposing, they are huge difference. Let me say Liverpool, for example. A team like Liverpool is supposed to play 2-3 tough games, and then at the end of those tough games, they have a much easier run. Opponents you'd expect them to beat, like let's use 2-8 classic games. You know that you're going to get revenue. You see Liverpool Inter Milan at home, you'd watch that. Everybody would definitely want to tune in to watch that. You see a Liverpool away to PSG, you're going to watch that. Liverpool at home to Barcelona, your revenue flows from. Well, let's go back and say something like Bodo Glimt Slavia Prague. I watched that game. It was very interesting. It was end to end, and the goals started flowing in from the second half. I think the first half was just a goal, and the second half had about 3 goals to end 2-2. It's a game that if I try to describe to someone who didn't watch it, a mutual, you'd be like, who be those ones? And that's how it's just going to end. But if you actually watch it, you notice the quality that they have shown. They will tell you that yes, this is a Champions League side. This is a side that plays in the Champions League because of the quality that they have. But then, if you go out and look at the viewers or look at who is going to watch that, let's not even go too far. Just go out and look for any viewing center and see which of the matches they are more likely to show. So it does have its own side effects in the sense that the small teams are not going to be able to compete with the big sides in revenue. This is just a shape that, one, we are for those who follow the NBA, a promotion kind of sequence. Once every 4 or 5 years, they will now pick one or two of the highest rated teams that are not the top ones and add them to the mix. That is not how it's supposed to be. I mean, trying to do one is to give, obviously, the revenue, because I think that will definitely come first, and then secondly, to give the smaller teams a chance by considering them and saying, okay, you don't have to worry about playing any top side. If I divide you into a section, you're just going to have to play those people. It's just like an NBA final. One thing is guaranteed: a team from the West and a team from the East must be in the final.
All right.
If you were to mix up a team from the West and the East, I can guarantee you most of the times the Eastern teams might not even make the finals. If you were to mix it all up, most of the times the Eastern teams might not even make the finals. If you were to mix it all up,
all right,
that's just the twist.
That should be basketball coming to life right there in football. I know you have a lot. You have a lot to talk about on this particular one, but we're going to be going out right now on a commercial break, and when we come back, I'll definitely be giving you a lot of time to talk about this. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is still the Saturday's edition of Today Sports Live right here on your premium news talk and sports radio station, Today 95.1 FM.
Attention Rivers youths, are you ready to explore a future of discipline, pride, and opportunity? The River State Ministry of Youth Development invites all young men and women to a one-day sensitization seminar with the theme, Beyond the Uniform, Unlocking Career Opportunities in the Nigerian Army. Come and discover the amazing career path, educational support, and empowerment opportunities that await you in the Nigerian Army. Date, Monday, 13th October 2025. Venue, MBA House, Bank Road, opposite Falga Council Secretariat, Port Harcourt. Time, 10 a.m. Path to purpose and greatness. Join the conversation. Be informed. Be empowered. Be ready to serve. This message is brought to you by the River State Ministry of Youth Development.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
All right, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is still the Saturday's edition of Today Sports Live right here on your premium news talk and sports radio station, Today 95.1 FM. My name is Osasi Hiwin, holding down things on mic one, and I've got the guys right here with me in the studio doing the needful. Benjamin Mina is here. We've also got Alex Kabari, Henry Ogugwo. There is also Ovie Wallace, and we've got Chukwu Zite all the way from Enugu State. So, ladies and gentlemen, we were talking about, before we went on that break, we were talking about the new look that the UEFA Champions League might be taking. And the guys have done their bit. Alex Carberry also talked about instances of something looking like this in basketball. But we are here to keep you posted with whatever will come through from that end. As it stands right now, UEFA have denied that there was anything coming out from that, from Spain and Italy to hold games overseas. There's a game between Barcelona and Villarreal that will be held in Miami, and there is another game between that should be Juventus and Torino, if my memory serves me right, and that's going to be held in Perth, somewhere in Australia. But
Super League, to make more money for the bigger boys, because especially Real Madrid were actually complaining. Florentino Perez came out to say the money. I think it's going to happen soon. But playing abroad, I think there's advantage and there's disadvantage. Now, you can imagine Atletico Madrid actually playing their game in Libya. right? They had a friendly game in Libya. Now that's to give the African fans a feel of their.
Well, you call that
game. I saw where UEFA one of the Spanish game was actually scheduled to be played. Yes,
that's Barcelona, versus Europe next week in
so
America.
I think it's, for me, I think it should be played in Spain, because why I'm saying this is now the players are having, like you said, lots of games to make money.
We usually see these things. During the what's it called, the summer break. You call it the preseason tours.
Yeah, that's what I was coming to. That that's the more reason why you've got preseason.
Okay,
where you get to see them live. You know, your favorite player and all that. Not the league game. You come here, you get to travel to Spain, and then you come back from Spain. You play outside Spain. The weather might not be conducive for you because you're used to playing in Spain, right?
That's
Kairat, sorry. 14 hours flight.
That's Kairat.
Kairat, sorry. 14 hours flight. Now imagine Real Madrid taking this game down there, or another club taking the game down there.
Okay.
See how hectic because the man had issues with the painkillers I was giving to him during his playing days in his club, and he sued the club.
All right.
They paid him $4 million, and he said he's going to die anytime soon because of those painkillers are actually disturbing him. The money needs to be made, but not at the detriment of the
players' health. All right, that's from Benjamin Mina there. A quick correction to what I said earlier on. Barcelona Villarreal has been staged in Miami in December, and in the season, Villarreal, it's supposed to be a game where Villarreal would be at home. And you know, if you're not new to the Spanish La Liga, most of the times when you see those home games, for example, just last week, Sevilla thought Barcelona is now Villarreal being taken away from home and told that they are playing at home against Barcelona. It brings some sort of...
That's a less advantage for Villarreal.
Yeah, so a sort of imbalance it would be bringing to the sport. FIFA, let me let you know, countries, and it's seeking legal advice to that, because I believe FIFA would be very, very careful because any little thing, I remember that it is quite regrettable that they had to reluctantly give in to the staging of the game of the Spanish La Liga and the Italian Serie A outside, but they have warned and talked to other leagues.
Their Clasico.
Okay.
Outside. Why doesn't Barcelona want to sacrifice their own home game against Villarreal? Why does it have to be Villarreal to sacrifice their own home game? Villarreal,
but it's not a Barcelona. It's not a Barcelona.
It's not sporting merit.
Okay.
Villarreal,
but if
they will get to play them there. So why are we now facing the financial? It is not sporting merit. League games should be played in the country. Super Cup games should be played in the country.
But football is also struggling with viewing rights, especially leagues that are not English Premier League.
Football is not really struggling as much. I feel, you might be looking at the monetary side, but sporting wise, it's not fair. I feel, you might be looking at the monetary side, but sporting wise, it's not fair. It's not fair to Madrid. It's not fair to Villarreal. It's not fair to Atleti.
But there could be that flip coin. Maybe this year or this period, December, it's Villarreal.
I don't
Barcelona.
want it.
What if next
it shouldn't
year,
be.
What if next year Villarreal have been relegated? So Barcelona.
Okay, what if that came by December? Villarreal has been doing well this season. What if by December all of a sudden Real Madrid and Barcelona have dropped points that Villarreal are looking at the title? They are considering that.
Yes.
It's not fair to Villarreal in any way.
I don't think it is.
You don't know how the seasons, how the chips can turn around or how things could change. It's football. Let everything be equal. Let the merits be there. We're already dealing with inequality based on finances as it is in football. So let the sporting aspect not be manipulated and discredited.
Now you are.
Okay, look at what the La Liga had to face. The La Liga had to face what they did. Look at what they had to face in the transfer window. Clubs having to sell. Getafe selling Uche because they needed to raise money.
Yes.
But it's because it's offering to pay Valencia 4 or 5 million a year. La Liga look at it. No, that sponsorship shouldn't be worth 4 or 5 million. It doesn't value. It's not the worth Valencia should be charging. So instead, maybe what Valencia should be charging is 1.5 or 2 million. If Valencia is not willing to collect that, then the sponsorship crashes. It doesn't happen. Up to 16 million a year.
Because they enjoy huge viewership.
And La Liga, yes, as much as it's in commercial deals that benefits them and not hindering their commercial.
Exactly.
See, Turkey Al Sheikh, he's the sports minister of Saudi Arabia. He owns, or I don't know if his rules hindered him. La Liga rules stopped him. If not, Almeria would have been able to compete. Almeria would have probably been in the Champions League this season. Or would have been in Europa League. They would have been able to finance the club with proper sponsorship, inject the money, and Almeria. So how will you even give the clubs financial leeway to?
Right.
Osas, I think Henry is right. See, there's a reason why the Premier League clubs, the likes of Nottingham Forest, could beat Sevilla. In Spain, the smaller clubs are struggling because of lack of money. And like you said, as Henry said, the restrictions getting enough money. And that is why the competition would always be among Barcelona and Real Madrid. So unlike the Premier League where you wake up and see competitions, what's his name? Nottingham Forest could beat Liverpool. Nottingham Forest could beat Man City. It is very difficult for this thing to happen in the Spanish league because the competition level is low. The clubs, they are sponsors willing to come in, but the restrictions are too much.
All right.
So I think money. Like I said, you need to make money. You're trying to stabilize the league in terms of finance, but at the end of the day, look at the other side so that there could be an equilibrium. There could be a balance.
All right.
And there could be competition. That balance could bring competition amongst all teams.
Okay. On this particular one, I'm still asking why we don't have English Premier League sides hoping to stage their games outside. Maybe it's because they've been able to get to that safe ground financially, and these other sides like the La Liga and the Italian Serie A are struggling for that. But we will definitely keep our eyes on whatever happens coming from those ends. But for now, two European matches, top 5 league matches will be staged outside their domestic league, and that is the game between Villarreal and Barcelona. That's going to be in December, and the game between AC Milan and Como 1907 in the Italian Serie A, and that's going to be in February in Perth. For Barcelona and Villarreal is going to be in Miami. Ladies and gentlemen, I will soon be throwing open the phone line to take your reactions. You can still make use of the SMS and the WhatsApp portal to let us know what you feel about all that we have been discussing right from the beginning of the show. 0701 933 9962. I'll take that again. 0701 933 9962. Yes, that's the number to drop your reactions to. I'll be taking the reactions from the SMS and the WhatsApp platform in a bit. But let's go ahead and take this one before we open up the phone line. We're heading to the English Premier League. We've been talking about UEFA and FIFA since we started, but this time let's head to the English Premier League, as a consortium based in the United Arab Emirates is reportedly understood to be considering making an offer to the Glazers family to buy Manchester United, and have already approached some ex-United players about coming on board as ambassadors. Turkey Al Sheikh may well have given Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Glazers food for thought about the future of Manchester United. Earlier this week, the Saudi Arabian billionaire sparked talks of a takeover with a cryptic post on his social media platform. On Wednesday night, Al Sheikh claimed the Reds were in the advanced stages of agreeing a deal with a new investor. With Sir Jim Ratcliffe having only recently acquired a minority stake, many speculated that the Glazers family could be negotiating terms over their shares. On X, which is formerly Twitter, the Saudi government official wrote, and I quote, "The best news I heard today is that Manchester United is now in an advanced stage of completing a deal to sell to a new investor. I hope he's better than the previous owners." United officials were taken aback by Al Sheikh's post, as Ratcliffe had shown no intentions of relinquishing his stake. Then, on Thursday, Al Sheikh ruled himself out of the said negotiation. The Saudi sports chief claimed he had uploaded the post as a fan who wishes the deal to happen. He wrote, and I quote, "Just to clarify, I am not the investor, nor are they from my nation. I'm posting this as a fan who wishes the deal to happen, though it might not necessarily happen." The Saudi Arabian businessman may not be in talks with United's hierarchy regarding a potential takeover at Old Trafford, but the platform he has on social media is clear to all to see. There could be, and what he's saying is that there could be an imminent switch of power at Old Trafford in the near future. As we do say right here, there's no smoke without fire. Before smoke will come, there will be fire. And here is Al Sheikh talking about a potential investor coming into Manchester United. I believe a lot of Manchester United fans will be saying this is a step in the right direction, owing to the fact that, fine, they talked about Saudi Arabia, the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, and you know what the Middle East brings when they come with that their oil money. Yes, when we've seen a lot of teams transform of recent. The most recent of them all is Paris Saint-Germain. You see what happened there, being able to win the Champions League, do a 6 out of a possible 6 in a season, and it's all due to the consistency coming from the Middle East owners, right? The Manchester City also have become a force to be reckoned with in European football because of that investment that did come. We're also seeing Newcastle United coming back to glory days, or maybe even doing better than glory days because of all of these investments. And a lot of persons will be saying, oh, Manchester United, thank God, the Middle Easterners have remembered you at this point. But we've got Chukwuzite right here with us in the studio. Zite, is there a possibility, and to you, if you are a Manchester United fan, would you be happy at this point that money would come in?
And then first of all, you're talking about the money or the financial play. It's going to be a lot for United fans. That's if I was. But at the same time, you're talking about the balance of the squad. There's an Amorim system that they are trying to build for the next 3 years, according to Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and he's depending on the man who would be perfect when he's obviously going to be a better coach, according to the ideas of Sir Jim Ratcliffe. And then now fast forward to at least a couple of days when Sir Tuchel was like posting on his X-hand, and I was like, if you're going to be posting this thing and also exempting yourself from the payment, it means a lot. That means you are part of this consortium. There's no possible way you know about the deal and how it has advanced with the likes of the Glazers family and probably the ex-players, and you are not also part of the deal. I think this is just like him trying to be economical with the truth. No deal coming from Saudi Arabia will not be a smile in the faces of any of the fans, because you talk about City, talk about Paris Saint-Germain, you talked about
so as Imba is just waiting, if
like I said,
there could be a possibility.
You sell the whole stage up. But for you, I think the issue financially is going to be a mobilizer, it's going to be a good one for them. Right. We're talking about the switch in the way they play, the switch of what the new owners want to bring to United, and that might be another problem. We talked about how many coaches have been employed in the past couple of years. We talked about how many times they have been in these issues of dwindling. You brought in the Ten Hag, he stabilized his ship for a couple of years, and he was sacked because probably the owners don't like the approach he's actually making. But he did win trophies. You go to far back to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Hey, allow me. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was like the finest. You talk about finest in apart from the Mourinho's of this world, and it comes to coaching United. A lot of sector of United fans will say probably he actually played the pattern of football that a lot of them will want to be pleased by it. But when you now fast forward to this Glazers family and how much they want to spend, now according to reports, it's going to be either early February, that's 2026, because they have to, according to the clause, they have to have a full sale. Then now they force Jim Ratcliffe to actually sell the club, even though he has 29% of the club. The idea is about the Glazers family now. It's not even sporting merit right now. It's about the Glazers family thinking of how can we rip off where we didn't sow. It's as simple as that. Can we get money from this consortium? Can we get money from the East? Can we get money from the Saudis? How much can we earn after they talk about the debts they have been owing, the misfortune of the clubs that have been in the past couple of years, spending of players carelessly? And talk about the stadium. Ronaldo was one of the persons that actually came out and said, okay, you need to refurbish the stadium. The trainings is just one of the recent refurbished training. You could see the issues keep piling and piling. when the sale happens, which I think will not happen at least for a couple of 3 to 4 years, because United, this is just a new switch. Sergio Graffy will have to stay like more 2 to 3 more years before he can actually think of selling his club or selling his own shares. But if it do happen, one thing is sure, financially they'll be a powerhouse right now. And then secondly, they might come back to glory days if they see sustained the visibility of a progress. The plans has been set. 2028, if I remember serves me right, they're planning to win the APL in their new stadium, just the new theatre.
That's what they told you.
Not what they told me. It's been set. That's what Ahmad Berada has said. Okay. That's the plan has been set for them. So if it do happen, that's like a financial boost for them. And a United fan will always be happy. Who does not want to go back to glory days? A slap to a United fan is that Arsenal will be finishing ahead of them, and Arsenal will come out to brag that he's performing better than them in the Champions League. Probably a Chelsea fan will also want to rush without his United fans.
You're looking for trouble.
I'm looking for trouble. Then a Liverpool fan will also come and say they are one of the better teams in England when you have a powerhouse like United. So, the money is needed, and that's why Saudi Arabia can come.
Okay. Yeah, I like the way you ended it with violence at this point. But yeah, that's exactly what we would be seeing with Manchester United. And the question here right now is, another question coming from me right now is, how come it looks like the Saudis are always the ones making it right? Whenever you hear Saudi coming in, first of all, it's like, wow, salvation has finally returned. And secondly, what does this pose for the likes of Ruben Amorim? He's one man that has come into Manchester United, and everyone seems to look at him as that long project process in rebuilding Manchester United. Sir Jim Ratcliffe was asked if the Glazers family was to ask him to sack Ruben Amorim. He said never. Yeah, for somebody who owns less than 39% of stakes, he said never, that cannot happen. That was real confidence coming from his own end. Or would I say that was
so he's like he's like you say head of operations in the sporting sector. So it's not like it's gonna be the Glazers operating this system right now. I think the clause was clear to the Glazers when they sold the shares to Sir Jim Ratcliffe that financially we are going to be like the powerhouses, but when it comes to the sporting merit, like Henry will always say, these rules are not helping the teams. All right. Talk about Aston Villa trying to sell off one of the best legs. Jacob Ramsey left to what's the name of the team? Newcastle United, and they struggled for a bit before Unai Emery decided to get in some players on loan. Jadon Sancho, a lot of players.
Eddie Howe, you mean?
No, that's Aston Villa. Okay, I'm talking about the Aston Villa struggling financially, but they spent a lot of money 2-3 seasons ago when they're competing with the likes of the bright teams, competing for those top little spaces to go ahead of the European sport. Right. It's not like they are the salvation for the Saudi Arabian teams or the Saudi any teams coming from the East. It's more like they can boost in the financial fair play right now. The dream is for Amorim to stay, according to a lot of United.
But if this switch comes through, do you still feel that Amorim has a stake to remain?
It depends on two things right now. He has to go to the January transfer and splash a lot of money, which it means that Saudi Arabia, it must be a force to reckon with. And then secondly, he has to start doing well. The results have to start coming in, because the fear of United fans or Sir Jim Ratcliffe is that if we sack this Amorim, we have spent at least over £60 million on Ten Hag and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the rest of them. So it's going to spend another 12 on Amorim. It's going to be a massive, big financial mistake. And when you come to that level, you begin to look at how you can reduce the level of spending. United couldn't spend as much this during the transfer window because of they were thinking of how to balance the book. Sesko didn't come through as much as they needed to come through. You have Beleba, who Brighton refused to sell because they didn't reach their valuation. So I look and keep looking at what can happen over a period of years. It has to come with Saudi Arabia fundings.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think at this point, let's throw open the phone line to take your reactions for what we have been talking about right from the beginning. Remember, we started by looking at what could or what was on ground, a meeting between UEFA A22 being that sports company set up by Barcelona, Real Madrid and Juventus to push forward the European Super League. And that meeting also had Barcelona and Real Madrid in it as they looked at reforming and restructuring the UEFA Champions League for the 2027 season, where the 36 teams will be broken into 2 tiers, where you have the top 18 on one side and the other 19 to 36 on the other side. And the top 18 just have to play themselves, and from there you see a knockout. Those who go through come through to the knockout phases. So more or less like creating that goal between the small guys and the big guys. What do you think of it? Though UEFA has denied that there was any agreement from that meeting, do you think that it could also pose some sort of advantage to football rather than have much of a disadvantage, as everybody is looking at it at this point in time? Remember when the league phase did come through, so many persons did not key into it, but today we're beginning to see the importance and the beauty of having the league phase in the UEFA Champions League. We also looked at the possibility of other domestic leagues in the top 5 leagues right there in Europe joining the likes of La Liga and the Italian Serie A to pose for games to be played outside their domestic country. Already we have Villarreal and Barcelona staged for Miami in December, and AC Milan and Como 1907 staged for Perth in Australia in February. Do you think that other leagues like the English Premier League would want to key into this particular one, though the entire UEFA body led by its president Alexander Seferin have kicked against it, that no, they reluctantly allowed this one to go through, but they have kicked against it. FIFA is also not in agreement for this particular one. And finally, we have looked at Manchester United. A possible takeover could happen. As I said before, there is no smoke without fire, as it looked like Al Sheikh did drop a cryptic message on his social media handle. That's exactly his X handle, where he talked about or gave a little insight into the possibility of Manchester United in talks to sell to a new investor, which he later said, I'm not that investor, and I'm just speaking as a fan who wishes for this deal to happen. Do you think that possibly in no time we are going to be seeing Manchester United move from ownership with the Glazers and most likely Sir Jim Ratcliffe to some Saudi Arabian or United Arab Emirates consortium? And what do you think this will be bringing to Manchester United? 0810-9510-951. That's the number to call. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, good evening to you. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I think they said something cried at night, and the baby died in the morning.
Okay.
And they asked him who killed. The guy definitely knows something about anything that is going to happen. Either he's involved, and maybe there was no headway.
Okay.
And maybe his tweet has aggravated some things in some quarters who are not happy with it. So he has just come to this damage control.
All right.
But for sure, he was involved for whatever it is, maybe out of excitement. That's by the way. Then on the Super Eagles,
we're getting to that. We're getting to that.
Maybe I'll call later.
All right. Thank you so much. Keep listening. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Kabalo Barry, welcome to the show.
Yeah, Kabalo Barry. I agree the other guys in the house.
They greet you too.
Yeah, about the Barcelona and PSG and Real Madrid. If they find money, make them create another competition for La Liga now. Make them create another competition for La Liga, and then make them free. Make everything with the La Liga bring in sponsors, so money will come in. Make only of them, 2 of them go chop. Then we expect it. Me, na UEFA, na them know how they want to do it.
Okay.
Either them will accept them or they no accept them. The way when they give me, I go watch because na football.
All right.
Then, but the other one where they talk say big team go play one side, small team go play one side. That one, me I no support that one.
Okay.
Because me I like when they say small team, you still get mind play with big team. You will talk say yes. One time, even though you don't win, I'm proud for you.
All right.
How you tell me say small people will play this one? Those small people who go watch them because me I no go sit down no go watch those kind match. Yes, I no go sit down say young boys they play with Salzburg. I go sit down watch. I know they. So that one me I no support that one at all.
All right.
Then for English Premier League to carry go outside. Premier League no need to carry their own league go outside again because already they don't sell them everywhere. And not many people will go watch their match.
All right.
Now then said even they reject people where they watch the match because the way we then take run am, do everything. See people where they 20 go free buy player where the person where they talk go buy. So the movement I like the way we then do that. It made them not carry Premier League say then they go outside. Other thing where they find money or other countries they still do, but Premier League I no go like and let them go.
Okay.
Because you no go sweet like that. Then for Man U, if Man U like, make them sell their clothes to another people. If they don't like, make them not sell. Now people where they check how you dey spend money they for Premier League. So make them bring those people come. When they don't spend, we go catch them. Those time where them they do it and do it don't pass now. And they grant. So everybody now we don't they know who be who for Premier League. So Man U, make them face their wahala. But I know say they know they go anywhere even though they play.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
When you reach Nigeria, follow.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Kabulo Bari. Definitely, we will be getting down to talk about what happened yesterday between Lesotho and Nigeria. But for now, we're still looking at what's happening from the European scene as the phone line still remains open. You could be part of the conversation at any point in time. 0810-9510-951. That's the number to call to talk to us right here in the studio. You could also make use of the SMS and the WhatsApp platform, which is doubled at 0701-933-9962. And the talking points for today, we looked at what's happened between UEFA and A22, as well as Real Madrid and Barcelona. Do you think that breaking the UEFA Champions League into two tiers, where the big boys stay in 1 to 18 and the smaller guys now sit in 19 to 36, do you think that would be best for football, or do you think that we have seen enough with the whole tweaks and let's just stick and enjoy what we have as the league phase of the UEFA Champions League at this point? And we also talked about staging games outside the domestic league's country. The La Liga has keyed into that one, the Italian Serie A also. Do you think that other leagues would also key into it? Other leagues in the top 5 leagues right here in Europe, that's the English Premier League, the German Bundesliga would also, and the French Ligue 1 would also want to key into it. You could let us know your thoughts as the phone line is currently open at this point in time. For the SMS and the WhatsApp portal again, it is 0701-933-9962. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me update you with some of the transfer gossips making the rounds before we move on to look at what's happening from the Nigerian scene. As according to BBC Sports, Tottenham Hotspur are reportedly among the teams closely monitoring Kevin Schad. Yes, Kevin Schad does play in the German, in English Premier League for Brentford. Yeah, he's a German footballer playing for Brentford. And Tottenham Hotspur not relenting when it has to do with signing players. And Benjamin, okay, we've got Ovie Wallace. He has not talked right from the beginning of the show, and here he is right now. But Ovie Wallace, I'll leave this one for Benjamin. I'm coming to you for that of Liverpool. I know why. But Benjamin, the man Kevin Schad, Tottenham Hotspur, what would he be bringing?
Well,
and secondly, before you go ahead, I heard somebody say Tottenham Hotspur are a team in contention to win the English Premier League for this season.
Before the Premier League started, I said Tottenham are the dark horses that are going to win a trophy this season, or they are going to, give a run, the big boys a run for their money. Yeah, I'm not saying they're going to win the Premier League, but they'll end up winning something this season. Why I said so is because first, Daniel Levy, how that man becomes a burden to the club when you have to sell a player very expensive and you're getting a player that's not up to the standard of the player that you sold very cheap, and you expect a miracle to happen. So, and then you look at the kind of coach, the caliber of coach that they've got. I believe that no matter how average a team is, I believe when a good coach steps in, he knows how to steady the ship and see how you can get something out of it. Where Tottenham is still Tottenham. We know what Tottenham, can do to you on a good day. Then on the bad day, Tottenham could lose to any team, the whipping boys of the league. That's what Tottenham is. But looking at the manager that have come into the club, what's his name now? The former Brentford coach. The man has really steadied the ship. And look at the signings they've made. Kudus is one signing that have really lit up the Premier League this season. And Richarlison looks like a man reborn. The man has been scoring goals before he went. Before he got injured, as usual, always injured. And what's his name? Dominic Solanke has been sidelined because of the brilliance of the Brazilian Richarlison. So I think they've done well in terms of transfer market. Adding Kevin Shade to the team is something very nice, and that's defensive midfield. I think they look at Paulina as the man is a very good defensive midfielder, but you look at it, can he steady and give you? Can he stay fit and give you those games? We've seen him at Fulham injured and here and there. So, but I think it's a good cover for Paulina. And the same, if the transfer goes through, I think it's going to be a good buy for Tottenham. At this point, Tottenham are trying to build on that bounce, that UEFA Europa League win over Manchester United, and look at the coach they've brought. Coach is doing well, so I think they are the dark horse this season.
All right, Tottenham Hotspur being the dark horse this season, and possibilities of winning the English Premier League could be very, very clear on that one. Still talking transfers, according to Transfer Daily, Liverpool are actively also monitoring the situation at Real Madrid for Eduardo Camavinga. Eduardo Camavinga to Liverpool, possibility right there. That's definitely going to be a cover for Ryan Gravenberch. Don't know if they are currently not very, very much convinced with Ryan Gravenberch, but an Eduardo Camavinga coming over to Liverpool at this point.
Well,
that could be January.
I don't see that happening. First of all, Gravenberch looks settled. The man looks happy right there, and I don't see where he could be moving to. He has been a revelation this season. You want to say one of the standout performers in Liverpool last season and this season. He's been the only one that has been very, very consistent. So you might want to look at, okay, they're getting Camavinga. They need two men at that defensive midfield position, especially with Endo becoming older and everything older now. And then getting Camavinga would try and be a battle for who gets to be the main man, because I don't think you're going to try and get a world-class player like Camavinga and then you want to bench him, and then Gravenberch that is, you see, blossoming, and you're also trying to cut the flower from the root and then stop it from growing. So I don't see that likely to happen, but let's just paint the scenario that it does happen. Camavinga over to Liverpool by January. It might call maybe to a change of formation if they want to play both of them, or they'll have to say, okay, both of them fight for top spots. The same way I see Isak and Ekitike. I would say both of them should fight for who's going to be the main number 9. That's if they're not going to play both of them together, try and fight for who's going to be the main number 9. Before the Camavinga, Gravenberch, if it does come, I would say try and let both of them play it out and see who is going to be the main man for Liverpool. But for now, I'll say Gravenberch looks set too. He looks happy at. I think he's even extending his deal with Liverpool. So looks like the man is going to, or he's comfortable. He's comfortable there.
Okay, and before we continue talking transfers, let me update you with what's happening from the global stage. It is the national teams in action. Club-side football is not up and running this period, but coming from UEFA in the World Cup qualifiers, Bulgaria would be up against Turkey. That will be by 7:45, and 7:45 Spain will be taking on Georgia. But for some of the games that are ongoing and some that have ended in another group in that UEFA World Cup qualifiers, Hungary is up against Armenia. 11 minutes of play, no goals from that center. Portugal will take on Ireland. Ireland by 7:45. Norway currently up against Israel. No goals from that center. Estonia will take on Italy by 7:45. Latvia did play out a 2-2 draw with Andorra that was earlier on, and in still the UEFA World Cup qualifiers, and Serbia will take on Albania by 7:45, and that's what we've got coming from the UEFA World Cup qualifiers. And back to the transfers. Yeah, I'm coming to you. We talked about Liverpool.
I just want to update you that Benin Republic have just landed.
Benin Republic
have just landed in Uyo.
Early enough.
That came to Uyo.
They came
before.
Benin Republic wants to go to World Cup.
I just saw it breaking news. They've just landed at what's it called now, Uyo. Ahead before even the Super Eagles actually came to their home.
But what's the possibility you land and you get beaten?
Well, I think the key to this is early preparation.
You come early to the exam hall and you still feel.
You come to it's early preparations. You come around, you get used to the weather early, you start training early. It gives you that added advantage.
All right. Okay, we're still looking at the transfer gossips making the round, and most likely we'll be finishing soon to talk about Nigerian football. I know everyone is itching at this point in time. We left off with Liverpool and we return to Liverpool. Liverpool are ready to move quickly for Dayot Upamecano. That's from Bayern Munich, and that's if Ibrahima Konate doesn't sign a new deal. Liverpool have had issues with their defense line at this point, Alex. And Dayot Upamecano coming to Liverpool. Upamecano is not really as young, or would I say energetic or quick, as a centre-back that I think should be pairing with captain of the side, Virgil van Dijk. But what do you think? Pairing between Virgil van Dijk and Dayot Upamecano?
I think it's a good one. They are just being, they're trying to caution themselves because they do not want a situation whereas someone is, you're trying hard to commit to a new deal and there's a feeling of uncertainty around that player, and that's what they are trying to work around. That Upamecano, would you really say he's a huge substitute? I mean, to me, him and Konate are almost same brand of players. They have rash games.
According to reports as well, they said they are going. His contract is expiring at the end of this season.
Yeah,
I think they said they are going for him irrespective of whether Konate stays or goes. They are going for Upamecano.
So, what would that pairing look like?
You also have to factor in that they want to keep Konate. You have Leone, a young centre back, sadly who got an ACL this season. They are still interested in Gehi and Upamecano. Van Dijk is how old?
Aging.
He's about 33, 34.
Yeah.
Gomez will probably leave at the end of this season. So you need to leave yourself with options. So Van Dijk's decline has gradually started, same with Salah.
Okay.
So you have to start preparing to replace these guys and make sure you have enough cover so you don't go and start panicking and scrambling in the transfer market when they leave. So what better way than to sign someone who can step in immediately? I mean, if you have Konate, Upamecano, Van Dijk and Guehi to call upon as senior centre backs, I mean, it's not wrong or it's not bad at any point in time. I mean that Van Dijk just has 2 years left based on his contract with Liverpool, so he'll be 36 by the time that contract is done. So I think it makes perfect sense to even try and sign senior options to keep in that team as well.
Okay.
I think based on their recurrent injuries, it would also make sense to, should I say, sort of try hand for Guehi, Maguire in the January transfer window. You know very well that move was already sanctioned.
It was already set.
Then the move
They would do it. They would do it because I can get him on the free in the summer. Why would I pay for
But before
him?
you get him on the free in the summer, Real Madrid comes and takes him before that.
He's definitely a free. Once he's a free agent,
He was
you
close
are
to-
going to attract more
I think Liverpool still has
I
think Liverpool still has the edge because they almost signed him in the They almost signed him in this last transfer.
There are other
But
clubs that will
if
step
Real
in. I
Madrid
think he
should
shows
step in, do you
commitment.
think Guehi will go to Liverpool?
Yes, I think he'll go to Liverpool.
Against
He
going
has-
to
he
Real
has an-
Madrid.
he
He
has
has
an agreement.
shown
an
antecedents
agreement
of commitment, and like he's saying, he has an agreement, and
He wants to play in the Premier League.
The sign off Real Madrid camp.
When Real Madrid comes calling,
He wants to play in the Premier League. Real Madrid is not.
Sign-off fee Real Madrid can pay. Liverpool can pay the sign-off fee to him, and it's going into his pocket, irrespective of whether it's Real Madrid or Liverpool.
Tottenham Hotspur could pay the sign-on fee as well as who did they go for? That I think that was Manchester United going for the same player or thereabout, and
he
decided to
the
choose
man has
pedigree.
probably given his word, especially when that deal collapsed. They would have had discussions immediately. They were aware, or the possibility the deal will collapse. Calm down. We've done our own parts. your club didn't want to let you go, and we don't want to fight or create any and we don't have any right to fight or create any law because your club didn't want you to go through or didn't want the deal to go through, you didn't go through. Calm down, play the season, play your heart out, play your mind, play well. We will still come for you in the summer. We are still very much interested and still keep on with that line of relationship and contact. Some of these rumors you are seeing, yes, the interest is there, but it could also be Real Madrid, Bayern, Chelsea trying to create some uncertainty and trying to throw some. But I think Liverpool still have the edge. Down to he holds the shirt of another club.
Okay.
I think Liverpool still has the edge for the fact that they came so close to signing him during the summer.
Henry, you're forgetting something. With the injuries to Leone and now Konate, who has proven to be a bit shaky, and now
you're looking at
Gomez is only your
Gomez will probably leave at the end of the season, and Van Dijk is aged.
Henry,
So you look at
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If you go Liverpool in January, drop 20 to 25 for Gay. It's not a bad move. With 6 months left on his contract.
It's still a bad move.
How much were Liverpool supposed to pay for?
All right, guys.
35.
All right,
okay,
guys.
so let's shorten it half.
All
Let's
right,
say
guys.
17.
The last time I checked, I didn't see anybody here being part of the PSRO committee or those.
No, Liverpool doesn't have any PSR.
No. What I'm saying is that
case of
nobody
an
here
injury
is
instead.
part of the transfers committee or any of the sporting directors committee in any of these clubs. So let's just calm down and watch what Liverpool does by January. For now, their interest has also opened up to Dayot Upamecano of Bayern Munich. That's if Ibrahima Konate stays. But right now, Henry says whether he stays or goes. And it's not going to be complete. We talk about transfers and transfer gossips in England without calling the chief of transfers, chief transfer officer, that's the CTO, that's Chelsea, as they have also joined the race to sign. All right, Chelsea have also joined the race to sign highly rated German forward Said El Mala from FC Cologne. So many forward players continuously. Another forward.
Cologne just got promoted back to the Bundesliga this season.
And here is Chelsea wanting to take what rightfully belongs to them.
Mind the way I became Waka for road. Chelsea go sign now.
All right.
I reserve my comments. That's all I can say. I reserve my comments. That's all I can say. It could be promising. It could actually be like the next Estevao. I don't know, but I reserve my comments. That's all I can say.
All right, world champions. Okay, let's move away from England and update you with what's happening in Spain. Barcelona wants to sign Eta Nyong as a long-term striker. I think Eta Nyong plays in the Italian Serie A. Is that the Italian Serie A?
I think it's Levante.
Levante, Eta Young. All right, I would definitely confirm that. But Barcelona hoping to get a new striker as we have an aging Robert Lewandowski. So that's the transfer gossip through coming. And right now, we're going to be switching our attentions to look at what's happening from the Nigerian side of things. And where else do we start from but the Super Eagles of Nigeria? All right, I cleared the road for the Super Eagles of Nigeria as the Super Eagles moved a step closer to the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification after edging Lesotho 2-1 on Friday in a match that could prove decisive for Nigeria's campaign. Williams Troost-Ekong, being the captain of the side, gave Nigeria the perfect start in the 55th minute by converting a penalty following a handball in the Lesotho box, sending the home fans into jubilation. Akko Adams later doubled the advantage with a clinical finish in the 80th minute, seemingly putting Nigeria in control. Lesotho responded in the 83rd minute with a goal from Lumpo Kalake, but the Eagles held firm to secure the crucial 3 points. However, Benin Republic scored in their own match, meaning Nigeria remains behind on points and goal difference in Group C. With only one game remaining in the group, the Eagles' fate is not entirely in their their hands with Nigeria on 14 points and Benin Republic now leading the group with 17 points. The Super Eagles still have several pathways to automatic qualification. First, the pathway, they must win the final match against Benin Republic. A victory is essential for the team to stay in contention. Second pathway is that the Super Eagles would have to hope for a slip-up by Benin Republic and South Africa. Yes, these two must drop points if we must qualify. South Africa will host Rwanda, the Amavubis of Rwanda, while the Super Eagles of Nigeria will host Benin Republic. And the third pathway is to improve the goal difference as Nigeria trail Benin and South Africa. So, scoring more goals and keeping a clean sheet could be decisive if the team needs to finish on level terms. And keeping a clean sheet, we have to talk to Stanley Nwabali. So mathematically, Nigeria is on the advantage. I don't know why I'm saying that, but maybe because we're playing at home against Benin Republic. And most likely, South Africa are not in the right frame of mind at this point to face Rwanda because the pressure is on them. If maybe they had gotten that victory against Zimbabwe, they would have been relaxed. But this time, you know, sometimes when you are under pressure and you just want to forcefully and quickly get results, you could leave yourself open for the taking. And Rwanda is not a side that will shy away from taking you when you leave yourself open for the taking. But let's look at Eric Chell's selection yesterday. Were there possibilities that he could have done better with his selection and setup? I watched that game with some of the guys right here, and I saw some of them shouting, why would you have two heavy men at the start? Talking about Tolu Arokodare and Victor Osimhen, like for like starting. So maybe I picked that one from there. One selection demerit that I could attribute to Eric Chell. But were there other selection demerits from that particular game? Let me stick with you, Ovie Wallace.
Demerits from that game, you just see maybe the lack of focus from Noah Bali. Maybe
no selection. We're talking about selection this time. Yes, were there
Okay.
selection demerits? Were there some wrong selections that maybe he might have done?
From the selection at first, I think it looked okay. Noah Bali, Osimhen and
Tolu
Arokodare up front. We were about to see what man wanted to do. I was actually of the opinion that let's see if it actually works, because at the end of the day, if it works, every criticism will be thrown out of the window. So I'm not someone to quickly judge a formation when I see it until I see how it actually works, because I don't know what the man is cooking up. It's when the thing all comes into play and then you start seeing the mishaps. That's where you now know, okay, this man should not have selected this person and this person. And for me, the list that was brought out first, I didn't have any problem with it.
All right.
No problem.
All right. No problem for Ovie Wallace concerning the list. But I'm going to get the thoughts of the other guys in the studio. But that's going to be after we come back from a commercial break. We're going to be going out to pay some bills. And when we come back, definitely the other guys will be talking or giving their own take about the game yesterday. So ladies and gentlemen, stick around. It's still the Saturday's edition of Today's Sports Live.
Verberge Imperial Hotel. Experience luxury and comfort. Verberge Imperial Hotel is a premier indigenous catering and hotel services provider in Port Harcourt. Our hotel offers a range of well-furnished rooms with modern facilities, ensuring comfortable stay for our guests. Our modern event halls can accommodate over 500 guests, making us the ideal venue for conferences, seminars, weddings, etc. Our state-of-the-art facilities include 24 hours electricity supply, constant and steady internet services, CCTV cameras for enhanced security, fully armed security guards, trained professional personnel. We pose a conducive environment as our hotel is located in a quiet and peaceful environment perfect for relaxation and focus. Our location is at Bank Anthony Avenue off Ordnance Junction, Transamadi, Port Harcourt. Contact us today for inquiries, booking and reservation. Please call 0803-272-4646, 0906-557-0873. Delivering Imperial Hospitality services at Verberg Imperial Hotel.
I want tomorrow day important. Let me get up.
Nigerian Army don't dey plan better career opportunity for our Rivers youths, whether boy or girl. Now miss this opportunity. We go help your tomorrow with better handwork, with discipline, pride, and dignity to serve your nation. Now him make the Rivers State Ministry of Youth Development. They invite every youth to a one-day sensitization seminar with the team Beyond the Uniform, unlocking career opportunities in the Nigerian Army. Army officers go there to explain to you, answer your questions, open your eyes, and make you understand the plenty better things and job opportunities waiting for Nigerian Army. Date na Monday, 13th October 2025. Venue NBA House, Bank Road, opposite Faga Council Secretariat, Port Harcourt. Time na 10 a.m. Late comers no go get chance to enter. This message na from the Rivers State Ministry of Youth Development. Join Nigerian Army.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
All right, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are still here on the Saturday's edition of Today Sports Live, right here on your premium news talk and sports radio station, Today 95.1 FM. And Osasi Hiwin holding down things. I've got the guys with me in the studio, Benjamin Mina, Alex Carberry, Henry Ogugwo, Chukwuzite, as well as Wallace Ejo. But that's his full name anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. You saw it all yesterday. 2-1 it ended. Nigeria versus Lesotho. It looked like it was going to be 2-2, but finally it ended 2-1, and we had our hearts in our hands as that one. We got all 3 points. But the beauty is that we got all 3 points. Whether we got it the right way or you are not comfortable with the gameplay, there's no problem. We all have the 3 points to us, and we're coming back to see if we can get another set. But before we went on that, I was talking about some of the selection issues yesterday. Henry, let me come to you. You talked about Tolu shouldn't have started with Victor Osimhen together, two big men together, and it was quite true because when we saw Akko Adams coming, there was a fresh breath. There was something new between these two. They complemented themselves beautifully well. Good enough, it led to the second goal yesterday. But were there other selection issues that will fault Eric Chell for?
I don't really think I might really want to fault him for many other selection issues. Simon Moses, what's his name now? Who played out left again? Ademola Lookman. I think maybe Ekong starting. I think I haven't fault the whole process of the whole team. Nwabali go. We don't have Okoye is not available at this point, so we don't have any other option. Really decent or good enough option. Adele is decent, but I mean, I was expecting probably maybe he does a three at the back.
Okay.
You could still start Ekong. Or let me not say Ekong really starting, but I think the shape of the formation. Three at the back, Ekong, Fredericks, Bassi, because Ekong looked to have been almost cut out once or twice. He looked quite off the pace. His heart is there. His mind is there.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
The flesh is weak. He can't really... So, at least that three-man backline would have shielded Ekong better. Although... Thank God it's Lesotho we played, so they don't really have much of a threat as they should, as most other decent sides you have would have, or you play would have. Three at the back, Simon Moses right wing back, Bruno Onyemechi left wing back, Ndidi and Iwobi. Then you have Lookman and Chukwueze playing behind Victor Osimhen. It's Lesotho. We cannot play two big men and be crossing in the ball. They'll sit back and have more bodies in the box. So almost every cross you're putting in, they'll be winning it. And that was the case yesterday, was it not, in the first half? We had to calm down and carve them open. That's what we needed to do. We had to carve Lesotho out, carve them open, move the ball, walk the ball well. And carve them open. But Shell was not interested in doing that. When they even tried to start doing that in the second half, we saw us creating more chances against Lesotho. And that's the simple truth. The ball, Akko Adams shot that was cleared off the line, his goal himself. They were even setting
penalty calls.
They were even setting moments where we had good opportunities. Just one or two better decision making would have given us what we needed. And we shouldn't have struggled to beat Lesotho 2-1. I think, sorry, with all due respect, even if we qualify, let's watch and see how the AFCON goes. He'll still take us to the AFCON, but if he doesn't perform in the AFCON, please let him go.
Okay.
Because
right.
I think I could question that starting lineup. I could question it. I don't see, yes, we have a plethora of strikers, but I don't see why Nigerians feel because we have plenty of strikers, we should be playing a 4-4-2. A 4-4-2 doesn't suit this current Super Eagles, and that's the simple truth. And you do not play two big men at the same time. What are you loading the ball into the box for cross? Why? What are you doing? That is Lesotho you're playing. I think when you look at us player for player with every other national team or the big national teams on the African continent, we're probably even better or at par with them.
All right.
But you see us struggling to actually get the best out of these players because coaching wise, the NFF isn't doing the right thing. I know I'll be happy if Shell can the miracle and qualifiers for the World Cup, but coaching wise, the NFF isn't doing the right thing. Look at the other countries who are the coaches that are handling them. Algeria moved from Jamel Belmadi to Vladimir Petkovic, a coach that has coached Lazio, that has coached the Swiss national team. Forgotten his last. He has coached Bordeaux in the French league. Or they moved from Jamel Belmadi to that. Egypt, Hossein Hassan. Hossein Hassan has had a good track record in the Egyptian league.
I know. I like flipping things, but from where you're coming, I know Morocco moved for what's the name of? I've forgotten his name.
Their current coach is Walid Regragui.
Red Rugby. Red Rugby took them to the.
I'm talking
about the ladies. The Morocco side that played the Super Falcons in the finals.
They now have
their coach. The coach that led them to that finals that we beat them. Yes, View that was the coach of the. He's a World Cup winner.
Madugo.
View that has been voted the best coach in the world before.
But Justin Madugo.
Who cares about us?
He defeated him in the finals.
Let me not use a word I've not used already. Please,
gentlemen of the press.
See, we cannot. Eric Shaw, he's decent, he's okay if we qualify for, but truth be told, he's not of the quality to handle the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
All right.
You see, we should be looking at. I mean, I'll be more confident today. Jamel Belmadi is an AFCON winner, and Algeria was dominant when he was with the Algerian national team.
Okay, give us Pizzo.
Give us Jamel Belmadi. That's okay.
Okay.
That's of the quality at least to manage the team. But
all right.
I mean, I saw we were all sitting down. We all remember what my expression was like when you guys told me Tolu and Osimhen were starting. We were in the office. I was like, what's wrong? Why would you start two of them at the same time? It doesn't make any sense logically. Right. But I mean, let's see how things go against Benin. But if we try that against Benin Republic, we are not going to win. Benin can match us physically. They will put more bodies in the box, and they have the better ball sense to utilize counter attacks than Lesotho would.
All right, with
quality.
With all their better ball sense and quality, they were beaten by 3-0 by the same Super Eagles when it had to do with the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. But guys,
and they beat us 2-1 in the World Cup qualifiers.
But we beat them 3-0. That's
they
it.
Beat us 2-1. We chop
Take it peacefully.
All right, guys. But I would have wanted us to dwell much on the performance of the players yesterday. Tolu Arokodare definitely did not live up to expectations like he had done in some matches before now. No fault of his. Yeah, I know. But one man that everybody would have his name on their lips right now is Akko Adams. We want to see more of Akko Adams because for the short while he had yesterday, he gave us breathtaking performances. His goal, the build-up to the goal, and also some other one or two additions that he brought to that team. Another person was Samuel Chukwueze, who actually said to us that I need it. He gave a performance that stated that you need to play me more. You need to play me more. And thank God we're not going to be having Ademola Lookman due to that yellow card picked up yesterday. So Samuel Chukwueze would have a lot of time to do his trickery the way he did it yesterday. But one man that every person is not happy with at this point is Stanley Nwabali. Stanley Nwabali maybe is getting too comfortable as the Super Eagles' first choice goalkeeper. Almost his costly mistake gave in to that goal for Lesotho yesterday, thereby reducing the goal difference that we have, or the goals that we would have tried getting. We've got players like Arthur Okonkwo, but most likely doesn't want to commit to the Super Eagles. Noah Atubolo has been taken by Germany, but we still have Maduka Okoye. But not just Maduka alone, we need more. We need more.
Osas, I think there's a reason why Aaron Ramsdale is out of Arsenal.
All right.
Things like this. Unnecessary decision.
Okay.
Being carried away. Stanley Nwabali, I've said it before now. Yes, he stepped into the Super Eagles when needed, and he has proven that, yes, he could be good when called upon. But at this point in time, discipline is what we need in every department. And that is what is lacking in most of our players. Victor Osimhen, I watched the last game he played in the Turkish league.
All right.
It wasn't Didi that held him. He was seconds away from having a red card. Didi had to hold him. The game against Besiktas.
I saw that against Besiktas.
Temperament. It's one thing that is not. It's not supposed to be in football.
All right.
Now you're looking for goal difference. You've had to. You committed the blunder. They scored. As though it wasn't enough. He did the one that almost made it
an equalizer.
I don't understand. So I think he should be cautioned. Not just this game. We saw it in the previous game against South Africa.
Yes, we did. The game against Rwanda.
He did it too.
He did it.
I think it's high time he's spoken to. As Maduko Koe is gradually coming back to take his place. And once Nigeria finds a new goalkeeper that is comfortable, Stanley Nwabali bench, then they tie him with seat belts. Bench.
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I open up the phone line right now to take your reactions concerning the game yesterday between Nigeria and Lesotho. We also had, it's now a race, a huge one, really, really close. Benin Republic were able to get a victory yesterday against Rwanda. That put them on 17 points. And for South Africa, they were disappointed with a goalless draw, with Zimbabwe yesterday. And that more or less puts a soccer punch, or give a soccer punch to their quest to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Right now, the phone line is open. You could call in and air your thoughts on that particular one. Were you comfortable with Eric Chell's selection for that game? And what do you think about some of the performances by the players? Samuel Chukwueze, Ako Adams, Tolu Arokodare in that one. And Stanley Nwabali, we've talked about him. Is he getting too comfortable? Do you think that as it stands right now, Nigeria should start shopping for another goalkeeper that could stand in as a replacement for Stanley Nwabali? 0810-9510-951. That's the number to call to talk to us right here in the studio. The Super Eagles of Nigeria coming back home here will be up against the Benin Republic. Benin Republic has a high stake in going to the FIFA World Cup in the Americas in 2026. Possibly, if they could get a draw, that keeps them on 18 points. Can South Africa get more than 18 points? No, they can't get. So a draw for Benin Republic would most likely see them go to the FIFA 2026 World Cup. What must the Super Eagles of Nigeria do? We've got this message coming in from the WhatsApp platform. This one says, Osas, my own is why Ekon Gode play penalty for match with Osimhen Day. I asked that question yesterday also. Let the Super Eagles come back home. They are not ready. Imagine struggling to beat all these small boys, only to go meet bigger teams at the world stage. Okay, thank you so much there. You didn't drop your name, but thank you so much for your message there. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Kabalo Barry. Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, about the match yesterday. Stanley Nwabali. Stanley Nwabali, they feel comfortable too much.
Okay.
Now everything being problem, I mean that they feel comfortable because you say nobody will fit tell her making sit down for Ben. But if you see person we go compete with them now, you see all those things we go do, we do them again. So me, I want to make the coach tell us say those things we go do, because if he play this kind of thing again for this Tuesday match, Benin, no be Zimbabwe. We feel cry for Nigeria here. But me, I will already keep my mind. If we qualify, I go happy. If we not qualify, I go happy, because this stage where we did not be stage where we supposed to be. But I blame people with the NFF because not their own fault.
All right.
But I not say the match on Tuesday. I pray we will win. But those players, make them try. Say they never play for World Cup. Most of them where they there. Because some of them, when you see them when they play, they just play as if they don't get anything where they play for. You just be like say person say, I beg can't hold this thing for me. You get chance like this, Nigeria. We even did for here. where we did for Nigeria here, we even they find all those kind of chance. Say at least even though now one leg we go die, we no see. You come, you go use us they play. As Nigeria big rich, see Nigeria, even Rivers State here go produce 11 of those boys we play ball yesterday. If we they do our things well. But I don't blame them. Now NFF are they blame. If not, we for not they cry by this kind of time, say we they cry, make another country, South Africa lose.
All right.
Make we win ball. South Africa do what they then do. Because of them, no say they know if we qualify, that is why they carry us go that place where they carry us go.
Okay. Kablobari, so, I think you're going to wrap it up quickly so that we can take calls from others.
I wish Nigeria can qualify, but if they're not qualified, I will still take up.
Okay. Thank you so much for that one there. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome. Good evening.
This is Obuna coming from
Obuna, welcome.
I think for those of us who are science students, when you do titration, there's a particular level it gets to, or why it does is where they go tell you say the color don't change.
That's the end point.
No matter, so no matter how you do, as long as you have the same mixture on both sides, the change is irrespective of how you view color in your own side. It's almost around that 25 point something. I think my memory is 6,000 right.
You're a good science student.
Yeah, I tried. I wouldn't say I was the best, but I still can remember one or two those days. So you see, there's this normal saying, it is wrong to do the same thing over and over again and you expect different results. Like in the case of the titration, it doesn't work.
Right.
The color will always change at that point. Look, I heard your guest, one of your
analysts
in there, analysts, saying that Benin has already landed in Uyo even before Super Eagles. See, I'm not from Benin, but I'm happy for them. You prepare well, then you get results.
All right.
As much as we all can wish. See how Benin got that all-important result yesterday against Rwanda. That's to tell you that they are ready. These are people who have done the things earlier, and they are willing to now qualify. Before we start blaming South Africa for taking us to the wrong pitch, that was what NFF was supposed to do, to go and assess those places and say we can't play here.
All right.
See the pitch where they play with Lesotho yesterday was fine. But for even considering a goal against Lesotho, it means that Nigeria is even not ready to go for World Cup. Let us tell ourselves the truth. Yes, we are patriotic, but our patriotism should be guided by sincerity.
Okay.
Let us tell ourselves the truth. Well, listen, we are talking of people, we should have understanding of the times. In the Bible, they say the children of Isaac had understanding. Nigeria does not have. Our glass house lacks that understanding. So if they don't have that understanding, how will they know what to do at the right time? They say, and the children of Isaac had understanding. We don't have it. All we are doing now is now praying that a team like Benin or a country like South Africa, who by hook or by have done their things right from the onset, we drew Zimbabwe in Nigeria, we drew Lesotho in Nigeria, we drew South Africa in Nigeria, and now want to do miracle. Doesn't follow suit. These are guys are not patriotic. When you see them play, what's his name? Iwobi played last week for Fulham. See how committed he was playing. Sorry to say, for the first, I was wishing Fulham to lose that match, and I was happy they did. Because you don't play one thing on this other side, you come, patriotism is lacking.
Okay.
You see Osimhen, these guys are like Adesika. This Osimhen that wanted to kill himself against Liverpool. But when they come to Nigeria, nothing to show for it. Yes, we know that the management is bad. We know that the glass house are not putting their things together. But within you, what can you do?
Right.
And he's feeling that during their time as Super Eagles players, Nigerians missed out on World Cup, and nature and posterity will never forget them. If you ask me, we are not ready, so let's not go anywhere. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Thank you so much, Bonna, for that particular one there. You can keep the calls coming in, 0810-9510-951. That's the number to call to talk to us right here in the studio. We're talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. 2-1, it ended yesterday. 3 points in the bag for the Super Eagles of Nigeria as they return home here to do the business against Benin Republic. According to reports, Benin Republic have landed already in Uyo, well prepared, because they know it is now or never. Getting a draw with the Super Eagles of Nigeria can guarantee them passage into the 2026 FIFA World Cup. What can the Super Eagles of Nigeria do at this point? How would Eric Chell be marshalling out his team to see if they could qualify for the 2026 World Cup? All hopes are not lost yet. There is still a possibility, depending on what happens in South Africa, as our fate is no longer in our hands. We all just have to pray and hope that there is a slip up for us to capitalize on it. But guys, how at this point, I think if I were to be Eric Chell, I'll be confused, Alex. How can he surpass this one? How can he set up that team? It's very difficult as it stands right now. I think it's more difficult than it seems at this point, because Benin Republic are more or less like we are now the underdogs. Benin Republic are the ones with the bigger share. The odds are probably in favor of them at this point, because it's easier for you to hold on and get a draw than for you to run out and get a victory at this point. But how do you think Eric Chell should be doing this come Tuesday?
Oh, well, first of all, by starting, I would say it starts by not overthinking the entire process.
All right.
You have the people that are not eligible to play these games, like Lukman, obviously. And even apart from that, he was already a bit rusty, so you're just going to throw that into the mix. First thing you do is try not to overthink whatever you're going into on Tuesday's match. You have one mission. It does not lie in your hands. It lies in the hands of results elsewhere too. Okay. But you also need to do your part. If you do your part, there's a huge chance. Rwanda has been excellent so far. It took Benin a goal in the dying minutes of the game to beat them at home. So who says they can't go there and try and restrict South Africa? And we saw South Africa, who looked almost toothless against Zimbabwe. They barely recorded as many shots as you'd expect, even with the red card Zimbabwe picked up later in the game. So
target for the both teams.
So you can just imagine how that entire game played. And you're looking at it, you're saying this South Africa side they don't look like they might pick up all 3 points. You spoke about momentum, Osas, and they don't have that going for them right now. The deduction of points may have already struck with their mentality in one way or the other. Benin's assignment is very simple in Uyo on Tuesday. Pick a point.
All right.
That's what they are coming. They are coming there with the mindset of do not let this home team score. You're playing at a disadvantage. Obviously, Nigeria should be the favorites on paper, and you're playing away from home. Your assignment is so simple, and I think they are a team that can pull that off. Stop them from scoring.
Okay.
And then if they do score, that is when the game becomes very open. I expect if Nigeria takes the lead in that game will be thrown open, and Benin will come out to try, and if we have our tactics right, we could actually capitalize on that.
All right.
The most important thing is starting off well, and Benin is thinking, okay, I just need a point. If I can win Nigeria, good. If I can't, I pick a point and hope that Rwanda also does something. Even if South Africa wins 1-0, Benin are through. So the goal difference obviously favors them, and South Africa needs to beat Rwanda by 2 goals or more, at least, to go ahead. So the assignment is so simple. And for Nigeria, the assignment is just one. You have to win.
Okay.
There's absolutely no excuse. You have to win. Put yourself in a position where you can say, I'm in contention.
All right.
If results elsewhere go your way, if you win today and let's say South Africa draws, who says they could also lose at home to Rwanda? You're sitting comfortably on top there. It depends on how it goes. The first thing is you must have the advantage in the game.
Okay.
Try to take the lead. It's all in our hands now. As much as that match is concerned, not qualification, as much as that match is concerned, it's all in our hands.
Okay.
Try and take the lead. You're at home. There's no better way to play this final match. Play it like you mean it.
All right.
We've been calling for that. They need to play with spirit. So now these players, your instance now is Benin are going to come and defend. They have nothing to lose. They have a lot to lose, unlike Lesotho, who had nothing to lose. We saw the way they just played.
Yeah.
The way they defended. They were still very okay, and we had difficulties breaking them down.
Right.
How much more a side that has everything to play for? You get a side that wants to go to the World Cup.
Okay.
They've already shown that by landing in Uyo
early enough.
So your assignment is simple. Do not fall behind and try to take the lead instead. The minute, I can guarantee you, the minute Nigeria takes the lead, particularly in first half, because we've had an issue with first half goals. If you can score in the first half, that game is thrown wide open.
Okay.
I promise you there would be many more counter-attacking opportunities, which we saw in the second half against Lesotho yesterday. We saw more counter-attacking options, and we saw that if we actually turned on the heat in our goal scoring, we would have been able to score more than 2, 3 or 4 or more. The one that was cleared off the line, the Osimhen one against the post, there were chances. So if you find a way tactically to break Bennett down and score early on, you are going to have total control of the game. So our assignment is so simple. That is all Eric Shell has to achieve on Tuesday.
0810-951-0951. Let's see if we can take one or two calls before we run out of the studio. The phone line is currently open for your taking for the SMS and the WhatsApp platform. It's also doubled at 0701-933-9962. We're talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. What is going to be our fate on Tuesday? How should Eric Chell be setting up that team on Tuesday? One of the lights that we have seen is Akko Adams. Benjamin, Akko Adams, okay, before you give your thoughts, let's take this call. Hello, good evening. Hello, all right. Dropped call situation there. Benjamin, Akko Adams, we saw what he did yesterday, came in late, and was able to rejuvenate the game, brought some sort of spark to that front line. But the phone's still ringing. Hello, good evening to you. Welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. 30 seconds, please.
Yeah.
Welcome. Name, location.
My name is Legit Man from Eche.
Legit Man from Eche. Go ahead.
Yeah. If Spago, if our players will play that match as if they are playing fine on that side, if they get that mindset of seeing the match as if it's final, I believe we will come out with a victory.
Okay.
That's my belief.
All right.
But if they play it just as if they are playing just a match, understand? And I'm not seeing something good, something tangible coming out from the scoreline, from the result.
All right.
Yeah,
thank you so much for your contribution there. Benjamin, back to you. Akko Adams starting for you or not? Quickly.
Yeah, I think the man has showed what he can do, but I think that his goal, kudos to Victor Osimhen for not being selfish. Gave him that ball, and the man finished it. Good one. That's almost same thing we saw at Sevilla. When they played Barcelona. For me, I think I could give him another shot. He's that man that could dazzle and get something out of. So for me, if the coach deems him fit, he should start.
Okay.
Why not?
All right. If the coach deems Akko Adams fit, he should start. Unfortunately, I would have wanted to return back to the phone line, but it's more or less like at the time where we get to move out of the studio. We've been here for quite a long time talking about football. Ladies and gentlemen out there, thank you so much for sticking with us. Thank you for listening. Thank you also for joining from our feedback platforms. Thank you to the guys that did this with me. Benjamin Mina, Alex Kabari, Henry Ogugwo, Ovio Wallace, as well as Chuku Zite. We're going to be back here tomorrow, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the Sunday's edition of the Marathon edition of Today's Sports Live. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. My name is Osas Inhiwin, and I'm saying to you adios at this point. Keep it locked on Today 95.1 FM.